Alright, what's up everybody? We're back with more Pokemon Y Hardcore Deathless Nuzlocke. So, last time we did the 7th Gym Badge, and we also got through the whole Team Flare arc of the game. We stopped their evil plans of trying to destroy the world except all of the members of Team Flare. And so, we're on our way over to Snowbell City where we can get the 8th Gym Badge. And we're not going to do it today, but we will be officially ready to enter the enter Victory Road and go on to, go on our way to becoming the champion and finally winning the run. That's not going to happen today. We're not going to become champion today. We're going to do a lot of the prep work for the Elite Four. So we're going to be running around getting a bunch of TMs, any and all encounters we haven't gotten yet. We might fight some trainers just so we can get more money to buy other items and stuff. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. Also, how you doing, Nick? Screaming in pain. Alright, we gotta do, let's go over the team really quick, do our little recap here. So, we've got Nidoking with its hidden ability Sheer Force. This was a very lucky encounter we got on Route 10. Or no, not 10. Route 11, sorry. It's got Poison Jab, Bulldoze, Earth Power, which are all boosted by Sheer Force because it has a secondary effect. And it has Hone Claws to set up, which is always a nice move. It boosts attack and accuracy, although none of my moves have less than 100 accuracy, so it's kind of okay. Florges is running only one attacking move with Moonblast, and it's just because Fairy is such a good offensive typing. So it's got Moonblast, Calm Mind, Wish, and Protect. Also, I gotta pull up the stream, make sure everything is looking and sounding good. 1 second. Yeah, so mainly it's a bulky set that prioritizes maximizing its special defense, which is innately really high, and you can set up to sweep with Calm Mind, so Moonblast just does ridiculous damage. Okay, that looks good. Okay, very good. Yeah, and then we also have Wish to heal. This is a healing move that can heal either the Pokemon that uses Wish, or you can swap to another Pokemon and they can receive the benefits of the Wish. So, kind of a really unique and awesome healing move. And Protect allows you to just instantly get that healing if you want, instead of having to wait one turn. Chestnut is only running one attack as well. He's just got Seed Bomb with Bulk Up, Spiky Shield, Leech Seed. Probably we will be changing this moveset a couple of times. I think we're going to want to teach a Brick Break eventually. We got the TM last time, so we'll see what we want to do with that. We've got Barbarical, who only just recently kind of got promoted to the active roster. He is doing pretty good. He's got Tough Claws, 3 moves that make contact, although Razor Shell does have that 95 accuracy, so I've been trying not to use it whenever possible. And Shell Smash to just make all of its stats go through the roof. Its attack, special attack, and speed all increased by 2 stages after you use it. We've got Lapras, the always reliable Pokemon, just doesn't do anything wrong, has good bulk, good power, and a very nice amount of coverage. Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Perish Song for anything that's really annoying. And then we've got Charizard. Of course we do. He's a great Pokemon. He's got Flamethrower, Wing Attack, Shadow Claw, Dragon Rage. This is probably going to change a lot for this stream, because we are about to do the Ice-type gym. So while Flamethrower is going to be able to kill a lot of things, there are a couple of Pokemon that we're going to want a different fire move for. So, with that being said, I'm going to really quick withdraw Murkrow for just a second, because Murkrow has Fly on him. And we want to do 2 things. We want to grab 2 TMs. So the first one, we got to go to, I guess this would be the closest, yeah. We're going to go to Comarine City, because we want to go to Route 13. Also, I think there's actually 2 TMs I can get from here, but one that I'm really interested in getting. Let me actually put Murkrow in the lead slot, because there are going to be a couple of ground-type Pokemon with Arena Trap. Which obviously means if you are a Pokemon that is not a flying type or don't have Levitate for your ability, then you will be trapped until you defeat the Pokemon in question, but by having a flying type, we don't have to worry about that. We got Gibble. I really wish we would have gotten Gibble as our actual encounter from here, but we got Dugtrio instead. Not great. Alright, let's head on. I think one of the TMs is on the left. We need to, like, go over a guardrail. It might be... I don't know if it's this one. Okay, that... They're gonna say that that rustling part of the ground actually touched me. I disagree. That looked like it was far enough away from me. I don't have enough speed. The wind is like doing all sorts of weird stuff right now, and then I'm gonna run into more Pokemon because they're just following me. Yeah, Dugtrio and Trapinch are the two Pokemon that can have Arena Trap for their abilities, which is really annoying. That's why I'm leading with Murkrow right now. I don't have Murkrow in the bottom left. I'm aware of that. We're just using it to fly around. Oh my god. Is the wind like pushing me up? That's so annoying. Why would they design that? Well, hopefully this isn't the guardrail I have to use. I really wish you could use repels here, but unfortunately they don't stop these encounters from happening. Hello, Gibble. Well, I didn't think that this was going to take that long, but apparently it is. What is this wind doing? Like, no matter what direction I try to go in, it just, I'm getting pushed every which way. It's so annoying. I'm barely moving. Look at this. Oh my god, this is so dumb, man. Why would they put this stupid wind in the game? Criminal. I can't. I'm gonna keep running into Pokemon because I have to go to the left and the wind is actively pushing me to the right. Oh my goodness. Because they think it should be a breeze. Yeah. Look at this. I mean, this is... Oh, Lord. Oh my god. I really feel like we could go faster if we wanted to, but we're just choosing not to. Alright. Now we're actually indoors and we can run. I don't have my bike though, so I don't go that fast. But what we need to do is we just gotta go in this room. We gotta talk to this guy. I knew you'd save us. I never doubted you for a moment. I should have done this when I was here way earlier. This is like 3 streams ago. But we're getting it now. It's the TM for Flame Charge. It's a physical fire move that boosts your speed every time you successfully deal damage to your opponent. The more a Pokemon uses Flame Charge, the higher its speed will go. Yes. And we're going to need that because Charizard actually got a minus speed nature. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So, he's not as fast as he could be. Charizard's normally in a pretty good speed tier, but having minus speed is going to kind of ruin some things unless I have Flame Charge. Okay. Now we're going to the right, so we're actually going to be able to move faster. But there is another TM. I just got to remember where it is. Oh, no. I feel like the wind is going to screw me over from... Oh, my God. I just don't understand what they were thinking with the wind. Can I actually make it? No, it's going to stop me at that little dent there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we can get this TM if the wind's gonna just be a hater. It doesn't always blow this way, but there's not really much I can do about it. Hold on, wait. Is it... Hold on. Getting it as much of a... Look at... No, you lose all momentum. Okay, we're gonna have to come back for that later because I can't. I physically cannot get the TM that's over there. We are being pushed in the wrong direction. Anyway, alright, we're going back here. Oh, actually, wait, there was one other TM I had to get. Hold on. We need to fly over to Route 8. So, I think going here would be probably the closest, maybe. Possibly. We need to surf on Route 8. There should be a TM that's in the water. There's also going to be a couple of trainers that we can fight, too. Although they're going to be very underleveled because... I think, you know, around the time we got Surf, we were like level like 30-some. So that's going to be what the level of all these Pokemon are going to be, is like level 30. Alright, let's just, let's use a Repel, Super Repel if I have it. I have 21 left. I'll probably have to buy more because we're going to be doing a lot of running around today. At least I don't have the wind to worry about knocking me back while I'm doing all this. Anything in here? Trainer, please have this. A Charty Berry. What does that do again? Pokemon holds a Charty Berry, it weakens the opposing Pokemon's super effective rock type move. Okay, very niche. Maybe it'll come into play. Pokemon can live even without us, but people can't keep the current standard of living without Pokemon. Okay. Just got one item and it's not really that great. Any hidden items? No. Alright, we just gotta keep surfing down. There might be a couple of trainers that we'll fight while we're here just to get some more money. Oh, there. Oh, speaking of the TM. I really hate that the roller skates always just screw you over with your movement. Anyway, we get the TM19 Roost. So that's really helpful. That's basically a healing move that only flying type Pokemon, or Pokemon that are like, you know, either flying type or have levitate can use. I guess not every Pokemon that's levitating can use it, but I think you got what it takes to swim the Great Ocean. But yeah, it's a very good one. It also gets rid of your flying typing for the turn, which can be useful, depending. Especially for the ice type gym, Charizard being a fire flying type, right? Flying's weak to ice, fire is resistant. By using Roost, ice type moves would be not very effective instead of neutral. Alright, oh wait. Skrelp is a water poison type. It's the evolution is the dragon poison type. I should have used Thunderbolt, but it still kills because it's just such a massive level advantage we have. Anyway, Thunderbolt. That'll take out Horsey. With strength like that, you won't have any problems. Decent amount of money. And is there any... Oh, there was a hidden item I was looking at as soon as I pulled out the item finder. Alright, Heart Scale. Don't really need those because, I mean, you can just kind of farm those from rock smashing, but I also made sure to give us a bunch of Heart Scales just so that we wouldn't have to do all that grinding. Is that everything? It seems like it. I mean, that guy is a trainer, but he's like the sky trainer, and that means you have to use flying type Pokemon. I don't want to do that. Alright, we can go back. Alright, we got Roost, we got Flame Charge, and now we can go back. Let's put Charizard back on the team. I am going to have to make some substitutions to the team. And then we can go ahead and continue on towards Snowbell City. Took a little bit longer than I thought. I mean, that was like 15 minutes just to get 2 TMs. I was not expecting that. And there's still 1 TM I still have to go grab because the wind just was stopping me. Alright, we're gonna have... Let's see, we're gonna have to fight like 3 back-to-back battles. I think you get healed after the second one. But you still have to do 2 back-to-back without being healed. I definitely think we want Steelix, probably over Barbarical. Yeah, I gotta put Charizard back on. Chestnut Lapras. I think all these guys are okay. Nidoking. Do I want Nidoking or do I want someone else? I think I might want Gyarados over Nidoking just in case. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have Florges be put in the lead slot here. Let me also check what items everyone's holding too. Yeah, I don't need soft sand on Chestnut anymore. Let's put something else on. Let's put like a Lumberry on or something. Okay. Yeah, I think everyone's good. Everyone's also like leveled up properly. I could bump up Gyarados a little bit. Level cap's 59. We're just about to fight the gym just after we get to the next city, and then I think you have to go through like the little like forest area. But there's not much to do there, so it should be pretty quick. All right. We're gonna level up Gyarados to 54. That's a nice level, I think. All right. And the experience share is off too. Yeah, cool. There are some items we can get from this city too that we're in right now, but we'll come back and do all the, you know, cleanup stuff after. I want to focus on getting the next gym badge. Alright, we already got our encounter from here. It was a Sliggoo, which is going to be a great Pokemon. That thing is very bulky. And it's dragon typing, which is pretty darn good. We'll get all these items and fight all the trainers later. I just want to deal with this first. Yeah, Florges in lead. I'm pretty sure the first trainer has Delcatty, Greninja, and Goodra. I think that's their team. So Florges should just be able to sweep it. The next one is... God, why am I blanking on everything all of a sudden? I think it's Talonflame, Roserade, and Crawdaunt. And the last one is, what is the first Pokemon? I know there's Florges and there's Aerodactyl. I can't remember what the first Pokemon is. I don't know. Whatever the first Pokemon is, though, we'll handle it. Booga. Hey, do you know what's about to happen? Of course. That's right. We're going to battle. We are Pokemon trainers, after all. All right, here we go. You are challenged by Pokemon trainer Shauna. Sent out Delcatty. Alright, let's go ahead and just use Calm Mind a couple of times. Delcatty really shouldn't have a lot to hit with. And even if it can hit for like decent damage, it's got a pretty meh attack stat. Yeah, so the play rough only does like 35. So we'll just use Wish every other turn and Calm Mind spam. Goodra is pretty bulky, so even though Moonblast is super effective, we do have to be careful. Need to actually make sure we can take it out. Probably +2 is all I would really need, but I might go to 3 just to make extra sure. Alright, which is going to heal me for pretty much all of my health. We'll use Wish again. Delcatty's going to use Charm. That's really not going to do much because obviously Florges is using a special attacking move, but we'll, you know, go ahead, waste your time. Alright, Calm Mind. That's going to get us to +3. This should be plenty. I think we'll definitely one-shot the Goodra at this point. Honestly, +2 probably would have been enough. But +3 is certainly enough. Heal up from Wish. And Moonblast will absolutely erase Delcat here. Very good. Floor just gets level 56. And here comes Goodra. Alright, for Goodra, another Moonblast. Pretty much it's just Moonblast City. Whole rest of the way. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, Brett. How are you? Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot this stream. Hopefully I remember everything that I'm supposed to do. I wrote down some notes to help me, but it's... I try not to look at my notes too much, because I don't want to, like, slow down the pacing and everything. You doing good? Awesome. Glad to hear it. The Greninja uses Water Shuriken. That doesn't do too much. It's a priority move. But I'm pretty sure it would have outsped anyway. Alright, Shauna is down. Battles with friends are really, really exciting. Just 2 more to go. They're gonna come at me like an onslaught. That reminded me of our battle in Aquacourt Town. That was the first time for both of us to battle with our Pokemon. Hello, Booga. Hi, Shauna. What are you two up to? Nothing big. How about you guys? Why, the same thing as you, Shauna. We heard about Booga from the professor, and we came running as fast as we could. Booga, can we have a Pokemon battle? Oh, sorry to just throw that at you. Yeah, don't even bother healing me before... Alright. We're not going to have Floor just take out this Talonflame. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this Talonflame honestly does not have a great moveset. It's got, like, Acrobatics, Quick Attack. It does have Swords Dance, which is a little scary. But that's why we've got our boy Steelix, who just resists all of those moves, and even after a Swords Dance, it's still not going to do a lot of damage to it. Also, we have Rocky Helmet too, so we can punish physical attacks that make contact. Alright, if we hit Rock Slide, this thing is definitely dead. It is 4x weak to Rock. So goodbye, Talonflame. Probably going to go to Rose Raid next, I would imagine. Actually, no, Crawdon, yeah. Yeah, Crawdon because of Crab Hammer. We will go, not to Charizard, whoops. We're going to go to Chestnut. Chestnut is a grass fighting type, and since Crawdon is a water dark type, means that both of its typings are resisted by Chestnuts. So we can just go Seed Bomb until it's gone. Okay. And then we've got Rose Raid coming in, so we can just swap over to Charizard. This time we actually are going to swap to Charizard. And Petal Dance, it's locked into that move. It really doesn't matter though. Flamethrower probably just kills it here. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. Alright, one more trainer left, but this time we actually get healed. It's weird, but I don't get that down when I lose to you. Get more money, 5,200. Wow, Tyranny asking someone to battle? What's up with that? Geosense Town made me think. If Booga hadn't been there, I wouldn't be dancing now. That's for sure. That made me want to get to know Booga better, and I thought a battle would be the best way to do that. It's kind of selfish of me, I guess, but it's also a way of thanking her. Tierno. It's great when Pokemon trainers like us can understand the hearts and minds of other trainers and their Pokemon through battle. But before we do anything else, we should heal your Pokemon. Now it's your turn, Booga. I think I will follow the crowd and be your opponent as well. But this time, it won't be about the Pokedex. It will be a Pokemon battle. Alright, here we go. Challenged by Pokemon Trainer Trevor. He's got a Raichu. Okay, that's the Pokemon I couldn't remember. Raichu. So maybe I should have brought Nidoking, honestly, so that I didn't have to put so much pressure on Steelix, but it's fine. Steelix can handle it. It's got Slam. Obviously going to do more damage to you than you do to me. And Bulldoze should take it out. Steelix is getting really close to level cap. Level cap's 59, and Steelix is going to get to 58 here. So, not ideal, but it's okay. It's just because Steelix is a trade Pokemon. We got it from trading Luvdisc away in Solage City. So, it gets extra experience whenever it battles. Alright, and then we got Florages. So we could stay in with Steelix if we wanted to, but honestly I think it's better to just swap. We'll go into Charizard here. Yeah, it would have made a lot of sense to bring Nidoking now that I'm thinking about it, but what can you do? I'm already in the battle. Wing Attack probably does more damage because Florages has insane physical defense. Or special defense. Insane special defense, not insane physical defense. My bad. I said that wrong. Alright, Moonblast. It does 36. Also lowers your special attack sometimes, and that's another reason to use Wing Attack. Because Wing Attack is a physical move, so... Awesome, we took it out in 3 hits. And last up is Aerodactyl. We definitely don't want to have Charizard fight against Aerodactyl. I hate to keep doing it, but I mean, Steelix is the best possible play to use against Aerodactyl. It's a rock flying type. So Steelix is going to get to 59 from this, and I'll have to just stop using it entirely. Not ideal, but what we got to do. Why does Aerodactyl know Supersonic? Why would you teach it that? Alright, so now we just gotta hope that Steelix doesn't hit itself 9 million times in a row. Crunch is fine. Rocky Helmet will do some damage to it. Alright, we broke through, we hit Rock Slide. That just barely doesn't kill him. Alright. A Crunch is a physical move that makes contact, so of course that is going to take him out because of Rocky Helmet. Alright. Okay, that wasn't enough to get him to 59, but it was close. You're even stronger than I thought. Alright, received even more money. There's still so much I don't know. Do I just not have what it takes? Wow, I don't think I've ever heard you worry about being weak or strong before, Trevor. You seem a lot bolder than you used to be. Is it because you went on a journey? Or maybe it's thanks to what you learned from being with your Pokemon, and with us, your friends. Speaking of which, where's Callum? He's off training with the Mega Evolution Guru. He said friends are friends even if they can't be together. Indeed. Well, there's something we must attend to. Be seeing you. I'm so glad I went on a journey. I made some great friends, and thanks to my little Froakie that I met before we left, I was able to visit many places, meet a lot of nice people, and make many wonderful memories. Booga, this is from us. Nice. We got the HM for Waterfall. Even if you're battling without the badge from Snowbell City Gym, you can use Waterfall. I'll gotta get going. See you. Very good. The path of spiritual enlightenment through making the animals fight. Some real mixed messaging going on in this game. Looks like a hidden item right there. Timer ball. There are only 5 encounters left to get in this entire run. We're going to be getting 4 tonight. We're going to save the one for Victory Road. Let me talk to these people just in case they give me anything. If I can talk to them. My god dang roller skates are making moving just ridiculous. Alright, there's nothing. Alright. Alright, let's heal up. And then we're gonna have to readjust the team again. Oh, I didn't edit the team in the bottom left. We don't have Barbarical or Nidoking on right now. We had Steelix and Gyarados, I think, instead of those two. That's my fault. It was the wrong lineup right there. Okay, let's do definitely want to put Nidoking back on for a little while because we're gonna have to go to that forest area. I am gonna need Lapras. I guess Steelix is kind of pushing the level cap, so we should probably bench them. We're gonna need Charizard. I think I'm actually gonna have to bring Linoon because it has cut. So we'll do that. I think this lineup should be okay to bring for this next area. And then also, let me do I have a flame plate? I think we got a flame plate earlier. We also got charcoal at the end of the last stream because my Torkoal was holding it. Yeah, there's the flame plate. Right, so we have 2 ways of doing this. And then since we're in this city, I guess let's level everybody up to 55. We're not going to worry about leveling up Linoon. I don't plan on using it. I just want it to be here for cut. And then I'll update the team because I forgot to do that last time. Alright, so Florges, Lapras, Charizard, Nidoking, those are all still there. It's just I gotta put Gyarados over Barbarical and then Linoon over Chestnut. Alright. So let's put Gyarados here. And then Chestnut. For right now, we've got Linoon. Not going to be here forever, but we just have him on just so we can cut. Okay. And I'm pretty sure most of the trainers in here are going to just use Fairy-type Pokemon, so having Nidoking in the lead is definitely going to be our best option. We also get an encounter from here. I got to see what... I think there are 2 methods of getting an encounter. There's like the regular grass, and then there's also red flowers, which give 2 different encounter tables. So I gotta check both of them. So just give me 1 second. It's Route 20. Route 20. So regular grass, you've got a higher chance at Noctowl, Amoonguss, Jigglypuff, red flowers, you got a higher chance at Gothorita, Amoonguss, and Trevenant. Okay. Or not Gothorita. Wait, no, yeah, sorry. It is Gothorita, my bad. I'm just stupid. I guess we should probably do it from the red flowers, because I have a feeling Gothorita or Trevenant may be more useful. I don't know. It's kind of... We'll see. Having a ghost type would never be a bad idea. So for now, I'm going to put a repel on. Or do I have my super repels out? Right here. Okay. Until I see the red flowers. So this is kind of a really annoying puzzle. Basically, like, you have to go through, like, a whole bunch of different rooms, and then, like, the location will change, and it's kind of like this weird maze where it doesn't really connect the way you think it does. Got a Meadow Plate that boosts the power of grass-type moves. There's also a double battle here. Alright. Again, I think everyone uses fairies, so I'm going to have Charizard and Nidoking do this. We're going to be the toughest twins in the world. We're going to be... Okay, they just repeat each other. You are challenged by twins Nana and Nina. Aromatisse and Slurpuff. Two Pokemon with very similar evolution requirements. And I'm pretty sure Poison Jab should take out Aromatisse, so we'll just Flamethrower Slurpuff for big damage. Both of them resist Fairy, so I don't have to worry about anything. That was a crit. I don't think it mattered, but that is a massive amount of damage, let me tell you. Slurpuff used Wish. I don't think that wish is going to come true. Unless it's a Death Wish. Alright. There goes Slurpuff. Oh, we lost. It's okay. We're still going to be the toughest twins in the whole world. $16.96 for beating up some children. Yeah, I think this is the way we have to go. What's down here? Oh, you are a trainer. Time to show off our Pokemon. I thought maybe they would just like give me something. I didn't even think they were a trainer. Pokefan Roizen? Rosen? I don't know. That's spelled weird. Anyway, we got Snubble. It is Fairy type in this generation. It was the first generation it became Fairy type. And we're going to use Poison Jab. Even with Intimidate, I'm pretty confident that's going to take it out. Cinder, go lay down. Stop. Go lay down. No. Cinder. Go lay down. Look at this. This big beast. What are you doing? Don't bump the mic. I know. But you were out like, what? 40 minutes ago. You can wait. She's persistent, I'll give her that. She is staring at me with the puppy eyes right now. Pretty crazy. I can't stop tee-heeing because the sight of your Pokemon really tickles me. Tee-hee. These trainers are very weird. They got weird names and they got weird vibes. Alright, let's go up here. This is actually where we're supposed to go. I think left is where we need to go next, but what is over this way? A dead end and a sign. Advanced tips. You can check the moves for any of your Pokemon right from inside the PC box. What? Why am I getting this message? We're almost at the end of the game, and it's now telling me I can check my Pokemon's moves. Truly incredible. Let's fight this kid. Teehee, you just ran into a girl who's head over heels for Pokemon battles. You are like 8. Fairy Tail Girl win. It's because of the suffering deficiency. Can't I just have one playthrough where there isn't suffering? Is that too much to ask? Magic room. Okay, great. We can't use items. I don't really care. Pretty sure I don't need the earth plate that I have on Nidoking to take you out with Bulldoze. Yes. Don't worry. I have been racking my brain over a lot of these upcoming fights because there were some fights that I was like, I knew there was a way to win, you know, without risking anything, but finding it did take me some time. I think we can just kill a Azumarill. We definitely outspeed. Yeah, sheer force Poison Jab. It's too much. Girls in love don't mind if they lose. Okay. We're not going to reciprocate towards this 8-year-old child. We're just going to keep on moving on with our lives. I think that might be the correct way. I'm trying to figure out like where like items are. Well, here's a cut tree. Let's use Linoon. This guy I think also has a fairy type Pokemon. Everyone has fairy type Pokemon for some reason. Time to show off our Pokemon. You were challenged. Where did he just spawned in this kid? But okay, anyway, you were challenged by Pokefan Corey. The kid was not with him in his overworld sprite. All right, we're gonna use bulldoze. And there goes Dedenne. You got us. Your Pokemon are just about as cute as ours. Okay, get an item. And these are the red flowers, so this is what I was looking for to get our encounter from. There was a hidden item here. In the stump, it's a repeat ball, okay. Any other hidden item, or is that it? I gotta wait for the repel to run out, so... I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter too much what I lead with. There is a chance of getting, like, Gothorita, so maybe don't lead with Nidoking. Maybe we'll lead with, Lapras. That makes sense. Just run around until our repel runs out. Come on. I guess I'll get on my bike to make this go faster. There we go. Nope. Let's get our encounter. Alright, our encounter is gonna be... not a Moongus, because we already have Fungus in our box. That is Species Clause. So let's run away and get another encounter. I think where did we get Fungus from? Was that Route 15? I'm pretty sure. Trevenant is our encounter. Okay. Yeah, let me double check. Yeah, Fungus was from Route 15. Alright, so let me write down my encounters. Route 20, we've got Trevenant. Okay. It's not a bad Pokemon. I mean, it's a ghost type, which could be pretty nice. What is it gonna know? Let's check. Trevenant is level 48. It knows Phantom Force, Destiny Bond, Forest Curse, and Will-O-Wisp. Okay, a very weird moveset. Phantom Force is really the only one that can actually deal damage. It does hit pretty hard, and it can bypass Protect, so we will have to be careful about that. Alright, let's start by, I guess, using... Let's try Thunderbolt, see if we can get a Paralysis off on it. If it doesn't have a Grass-type move, I don't think we have to worry about that. Oh wow, that does nothing. Well, speaking of Phantom Force, here it comes. Alright, well, we'll just take the hit. How much does this do? A fair amount, yeah. I'm gonna keep on trying for that paralysis. Destiny Bond, okay. Well, I'm not planning on killing Trevenant. And I guarantee you Thunderbolt's not gonna even come close to killing. Forest Curse, that adds the ghost typing, right? Or is it grass? Grass typing, okay. So now I'm a grass, water, ice type. I'm not even gonna bother thinking about the type chart with that, but it doesn't matter. I'm still neutral to ghost. Hello, hi, wonderful day. I cannot stay long, but wanted to watch and talk for a bit if that's okay. Sorry I was unable to make it this week. Was very busy with life. We cannot all be Pokemon masters. Some of us are still measly traders in life. That's fine, 70. Don't feel bad if you miss a stream. You're here with me in spirit, and that's all that matters. Does a Dusk Bowl work? I don't think so, right? I mean, this isn't a cave. So probably just throwing Ultra Balls makes the most sense. Also, because it only knows Phantom Force to attack me with, funnily enough, we actually have Linoon in our party, which is a normal type. So if we wanted to, you could swap to Linoon and never have to worry about taking damage. Kinda would be funny. I don't know how much PP Phantom Force has. You know what? I mean, I know it's going a ghost type move, so let's just go to a normal type Pokemon, right? Makes sense to me. It does not affect Linoon. Better to have me with you in spirit instead of Squink. If you don't give him a treat when he wants, he would turn into a poltergeist throwing dishes across the room, making your head soon. Yes, Squink is definitely a menace. But we love him for that. I'm trying to think if I have any other Pokemon that can help weaken it. I mean, I think I just gotta go back to Lapras. I gotta see if I can get that paralysis proc. And we'll just swap to Linoon if it goes for Phantom Force. Forest Curse, that's fine. Trapping your soul in his cage, right? Alright, Thunderbolt. Come on, Paralysis. You just know if Thunderbolt was being used against me, it would paralyze every single time. But, of course, I needed to actually paralyze, and that chance is completely gone. Gone with the wind. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, it does have Will-O-Wisp, so it actually does have a way to deal damage to Linoon. And the sucky thing is, with Burn, it does 1/8 of your health in this generation. Come on, Ultra Ball. Oh my goodness. The chance to catch cannot possibly be this low. It just can't. Let me check really quick what the chance is to catch this thing. It's Gen 6. Alright, Trevenant. Level 48. We're playing X and Y. It's, I think, probably that's around like maybe 35% of its health, maybe a little bit less. Kind of highball it. And we're using Ultra Balls. Wow, it says 46% chance to catch. Holy crap. I don't want Linoon getting burned. I need to make sure I can always pivot to it if I need it. So I'm going to swap to Charizard. At least that way he can't be burned. There we go. Come on, Ultra Balls. Eventually we got to catch. Do you have wonderful plans coming up the next few days? $8 is nice weather where you are, or cold. What is your favorite hobby besides gaming? Right now the weather is very hot. It has been scorching. So I probably won't be going outside too much, I'll tell you that. As for like plans for the upcoming days, I don't think too crazy. But I will be probably playing some stuff with friends. What was my favorite hobby besides gaming? Thinking about gaming, honestly. I spend an unhealthy amount of time just like prepping for like the next stream and stuff. Honestly, that might as well be a hobby with how much I do. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Don't have many other hobbies other than gaming and streaming. There we go, finally. That was, just to let you guys know, that was a 46.5% chance per Ultra Ball. And I think that took close to 9 or something. Not great. Using its roots as a nervous system, it controls the trees in the forest. It's kind of the Pokemon that reside in its body. Give a nickname to Trevenant. What should we call this man? Well, you know, if he's able to control the spirits of the forest, you know, I mean, that's not too far off. We're gonna name it after another master of souls, Squink. When they make a controller for dogs, you will have a great gaming friend in Cinder, right? Yeah, she'll just be able to, like, she'll have like a wearable collar that she'll use to like input whatever she wants. And then I'm gonna have to do we have Burn Hill, right? Yeah. Okay, very good. Alright, let's I think there's only one other trainer left. I think they're the like Hex Maniac that's next to the TM I need to grab. Anyway. Let me walk around with the item finder out just in case there's anything to collect. Okay, this is where I have to go. Yeah, this is towards the gym leader. Squink heard your wise choice for a name. He has officially retracted the hit he put out on your life and will allow you to continue the stream. Oh, thank goodness we've appeased him. Ooh, for now. We're spared. You know what this place is? Welcome to the Pokemon Village. This place is a secret, you know. Most of the Pokemon here are runaways, escaped from bad people who did awful things to them. It's a shame how many heartless trainers who can't bother to care for their Pokemon are out there. Some of these Pokemon, though, some of them are just too strong and found they didn't really have a place in the outside world, so they came here. I see. Your Pokemon sure seem to think highly of you. You've had some good times together, haven't you? Hey, you can all come out now. This one's alright. Sometimes I get worried and come here to check on everyone. Oh, excuse my manners. We haven't even had a proper introduction yet. The name's Wolfric. I'm usually over at the gym in Snowbell City, since I'm the gym leader and all. Let me guess, you want to challenge me? That's right. I thought so. Sorry to inconvenience you like this. I'll be waiting for you back at the gym then. Before you come by, I think it would do you good to spend some time with the Pokemon here. The secret is animal abuse. Jesus. Goodness gracious. Yes, for now. He says, next time a virgin sacrifice will be in order, but for now you can rest easy. Oh, jeez. Woof. Alright, we could interact with a Pokemon, but I don't think they really... Well, actually, no. Don't they... They give you items. Oh, yeah. We can get an encounter from here, too. This is Pokemon Village. Alright, so we get Gothorita. I didn't even look at what the Pokemon... What Pokemon could we have gotten? I probably should have looked that up. I honestly thought I had a Repel on still. Pokemon Village. I'm just curious what we could have gotten. Is it the same encounter table as... No, it's different. We could have gotten... Well, I'm glad we didn't get Ditto. I'm glad we did not get Ditto. Jigglypuff, I think there's a trade for in Snowbell City, and then there's also... Yeah, it's mostly the same encounter table. I think it's just like, instead of Trevenant, it's Ditto. Alright, well this is definitely probably the best encounter I could have gotten, if I'm just being completely real. Maybe Zoroark would have been good too, but I will take Gothorita. Alright, so what does Gothorita know? It knows Charm, Telekinesis, Psychic, and Heal Block. Alright, well, Psychic will do some decent damage, but I could probably have Florges be in the lead. It's got good special defense, so it can take these hits. Have to get going. Think I felt an earthquake and they get pretty bad in our area, so I have to take cover. Oh, shoot. Stay safe. Definitely prioritize your safety over watching a stream, for sure. But stay safe, 70. Never mind, it's... Okay, you're just joking. Never mind, it's a Squink running around his cage with zoomies. Okay. Thanks for being here, 70. Always fun talking with you. Alright. I don't really know if I want to try to weaken it. I'm sure I could with like Lapras or something, but I'm gonna just We're gonna throw Ultra Balls. We have 24 of them. The hope is that one of them will catch. What's the chance of catching? Let's see. Now I gotta pull up the catch rate calc again. How much does Psychic do? 31. Respectable, honestly. Goth or Rita? Ultra Ball is a 36.5% chance to catch. Have a nice weekend. Thank you for all that you do. No problem. I don't do too much. You are more valuable than doctors, nurses, police, firefighters, Mother Teresa all combined. Without you, there is no us. Goodbye. I don't know about all of that, 70. But I'm glad you think of me like that. According to many old tales, it creates friends for itself by controlling sleeping children on starry night. Okay. I didn't need to know that. Give a nickname to Gotharita. I don't know. That's haunting. More valuable than doctors? Piss off, dude. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I don't claim to be that. What do I name Gotharita? You know what? Honestly, the way it looks kind of looks like a certain teacher from Persona. Kawakami. All right. Got an item over here. There is one item in particular that I want to I do want to make sure we get. Max Ether. Okay. There's a Pokemon in that trash can. Oh. Oh. Went one space too far. Honey, that's really not important anymore. We have Fungus with Sweet Scent to help us get horde battles. Full restore. There's something across the water, it looks like. Let's go do that really quick. I feel like manipulating sleeping children to be your friends is pretty gross. I know. I can't believe Pokemon would do that. Pokemon can be so rude. And speaking of rude, why are you here? What's up? My dog just immediately comes in and just like boops me with her nose, full speed. Can you just wait? I don't understand. You were out like, you know, not even. I think it was like not even an hour ago. Just wait. You're okay. I promise you. I promise you. You can just go lay down. Just go lay down and give me a minute, alright? Alright, we got the Pixie Plate. This is the item I wanted to get. Yeah, Pixie Plate obviously boosts the power of fairy-type moves by 20%, and that'll help for later. For right now, don't have to worry too much about it. Pixie Plate strong, yes. Florges is already a really strong Pokemon, but with the Pixie Plate, even better. Alright, is there any other hidden items? Doesn't look like it. Did I talk to all the Pokemon? I thought so. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I thought some of them gave you items. Pretty Wing. Just sell that for some money. Okay. Alright, now the only thing left to do, there's a TM we can get. It's very weird. I believe. Oh, there's an item in there. Choppleberry also strong. What about Mental Herb? Allows you to shake off Taunt and Infatuation. Alright. We have to go. Yeah, now the top path is not visible anymore. Because we're actually in a different area that looks very similar to where we just were. But if we go down, we'll be in this area. And there should be a TM in a room very close by. X accuracy. There's another hidden item somewhere. I gotta figure out where that is. Over here. Balm mushroom. We can sell that for a fair amount of money. Okay, that's all good. Let's put a repel on. I'm not really gonna be walking in the grass for a little while. I wish the mental herb was real. Could you imagine if I could just give all my patients a saber without even interviewing them and they would shake off their mental illness? Finally! A cure-all. A cure-all for any mental disease known to man. Heck, you could even reverse things like probably Alzheimer's and dementia. Even better. The power of locking in. Alright, I'm pretty sure this person has a Trevenant, so I think we'll be okay just to have Charizard in the lead. My dark magic along with my Pokemon cannot be defeated. Alright, well speaking of mental illness, we got Hexmaniac Desdemona. Oh my gosh, what a name. Frisk. Well, congratulations, Trevenant. You know exactly what item I'm about to use to destroy you with Flamethrower. My dark magic didn't work? You and your Pokemon are shining too brightly. You're darn right. And that is the TM for Energy Ball. It's a pretty good one. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to use it yet, but I just want to have all options available. I haven't... So I've been thinking of strategies I'm going to use for like the Elite Four and Champion fights, and I think I've got 3 really good plans. Like completely down pat for some of them. But there's still 2 other Elite Four members that I'm a bit iffy on. One that I'm more confident in, and one that I'm hoping I can find a better path. So having all the TMs at my disposal might help. Might help inspire me to teach a Pokemon a specific move that can help. Alright, and then I don't think I ever went this way, did I? There is Cazaberry and a Paralyze Heal. I don't know why we're getting Paralyze Heals this late in the game. Again, why can't you just make that a full heal? At the very least, make it a full heal. Why do we still get Pokeballs? Why do we still get potions? I just don't get it. It makes no sense. There's an oh. Well, I'll worry about the hidden item later. Let me get this. And not accidentally walk off. Alright, full restore. That's more worth my time. Where is this? Up here? Oh, it's in the tree. Okay. Any other hidden items and stuff? Just an Abomasnow in the city. We don't need to repel. What? What? How does it go from green to blue? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Okay, there we go. Icy Rock. I could not figure that out. Just extends the duration of hail. Probably gotta go down for this next item. Is it here? Yep, there it is. Alright, full heal. Very good. Okay, I think that's all the items in here, but there is one TM we can get. Let me just barge in everyone's house really quick and also talk to these NPCs. I'm not going to read their dialogue. I'm just trying to look for who has the TM. Get out of the way, Obama Snow. You're too girthy. That's probably why it's snowing here, is because Obama Snow is just out and about. His snow warning is causing the hail. Pokemon don't freeze in harsh sunlight. Yep, they don't. Okay, Lit Leo, why are we getting in the way? I did not mean to ask you to play your song, and that's Jubilife City's theme, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Keldeo or Meloetta. I don't have those Pokemon. Try this. Okay, there we go. TM for Bulk Up. Alright, so we got another TM. Bulk Up. Bulks up the body to raise attack and defense. Okay. Is there anyone else who, like, gives me stuff? Anyone who's actually important? I don't think so, but I'm gonna check just to make sure. Oh, I don't want to look at Sinnoh TV. I don't want to keep watching, please. Can your Pokemon use Mat Block? What a weird move to bring up. We have the same personality. Okay, there's the trade for Bisharp if you have a Jigglypuff, but obviously we don't have a Jigglypuff. There was a small chance we could have gotten it. I think that's pretty much everybody. There might be a house right here, yeah. One more house. Does anyone else have anything important to say? Oh, is it? This is, I think, Blast Burn, Frenzy Plant, and Hydro Cannon. Yeah. Which are not that great, because obviously they have the major drawback of having to recharge after using them. Also, they're all special attacking moves, so, like, Chestnut really doesn't get any benefit from it since he's a physical attacker. Alright. We're going to heal up, and then we're going to change our team to accommodate the Ice-type gym we're about to go in, and we're going to go ahead and hopefully get our 8th gym badge. I never wrote down that I got Gothorita from Pokemon Village. Okay, so speaking of, what we got, Serious, so that's a neutral nature, competitive for the ability, not bad. Okay. Adamant Nature, natural cure for Trevenant. I like that. That's great. And what about Sliggoo? Yeah, Sliggoo was quiet with Sapsipper. That's pretty good. Yeah, these last couple of Pokemon we've gotten have been pretty darn good. Okay, so let's who should we bring? I guess we'll bring Torkoal. Definitely don't want to bring Nidoking. I guess we'll bring Barbaracle. And I could bring Snorlax as well. He unfortunately doesn't have thick fat. But he could be useful. I don't know. Gyarados also can be pretty solid too. I'll keep Gyarados. I think for the most part, Charizard is just going to be able to destroy everything. I have a good feeling about it. Still have the Flame Plate on, right? Yep. And at this point, let me go ahead and teach him the 2 TMs that I just got. Roost and Flame Charge. I also, there's a couple of TMs that I got that are, like, you know, kind of like time sensitive. Basically, you have to like visit someone in a Pokemon Center like every day during a certain time. So I just have those now. I have Double Team, Flamethrower, and Substitute as TM moves. Just to save time. I didn't want to have to like, you know, mess with the clock while streaming just to show that off. Alright. We are going to need Flame Charge over Shadow Claw here. Because our Charizard got that minus speed nature, and that is kind of actually a bad thing. But it'll be fine. We'll be okay. Okay, so I think that's... Okay, let me update the bottom left to accurately show the team. So we still have Charizard, Lapras, Florges, and Gyarados. Okay, so it's just Linoon has to be swapped for Barbaracle, and Nidoking has to be swapped for Torkoal, so... Linoon, Barbaracle, and Nidoking, Torkoal. Oh, I don't have an image for Torkoal. I need to get an image for Torkoal. Hold on. Let me do that. Torkoal. Okay, there we go. And then I just gotta do an image replace here. Okay, there we go. Now we got Torkoal. Okay. And I will also, since we're just about to raise the level cap after we beat this gym, I will go ahead and raise everybody up to, I think 57 will be a good amount to get everyone to. Fire Spin, we're going to say no to. It gives us enough of a cushion that we can still fight all the trainers and not risk over leveling. Don't need Cross Chop. That's way too unreliable. 80 accuracy. I'd rather have Brick Break. Get Torkoal to 57. Amnesia, nah. We are probably going to give him a Flamethrower via TM. Flail, no. Heat Wave, that has 90 accuracy. I'd rather have Flamethrower. Okay, and then just Gyarados. Alright, perfect. Alright, everyone's good. So let me just edit the moveset. So we want Flamethrower. I love how Gyarados can learn it. Flamethrower on Torkoal. Over Lava Plume. We can keep Body Slam and Protect. What other move could I give him? I mean, I would love to give him Shell Smash, but I don't really want to have to go all the way back to do that. Nothing too crazy, honestly. I mean, Will-O-Wisp, maybe. Not a bad one, honestly, for a bulky Pokemon like him to set up Will-O-Wisp. Sure, let's do it. Will-O-Wisp over Bodies, or not Body Slam, Iron Defense. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think we got all the moves adjusted. Let me just reorder them. Very good. Okay. Alright, let's save it. And we'll head over to the gym. Hopefully get our 8th gym badge. Took a little bit longer to get here than I thought it would. But after we get the gym badge, we're gonna do a lot of backtracking to other routes of the game to get some of the TMs we missed. And also try to fight, like, a lot of the trainers we come across, too, for even more money. Alright. So starting with this person, I think it's Sneasel and Cloyster, and I'm pretty sure Charizard with the Flame Plate should be able to take both of these guys out. They call me the Queen of the Ice Rink. Do they now? You were challenged by Ace Trainer Imelda. Alright. Sneasel is definitely going to be faster than Charizard, but we should be okay. Snatch? Okay, sure. Flamethrower is going to take it out. And Cloyster, I'm pretty sure since it's using its level up moveset, it doesn't actually know like any water type moves despite being a water type. Cloyster is a stone evolution, so a lot of its moves are not too great. It doesn't have a wide selection of level up moves. Colder than cold, faster than fast. Okay. So we need a way to get to the blue platform. Nope, not that one. Okay, there we go. I think this is Delibird and Mammothswine. Freeze right there. I have no choice. I'm stuck in this tile until I beat you in a battle. Ace Trainer Victor sent out Delibird. And Delibird, since it's using its level up moveset, it only knows present. It's not until Generation 7 that it actually gets other moves via level up, so... You know, they could have honestly, at the very least, if they're only going to give Delibird one attacking move, could they at least make it an Ice-type move? So that he gets, like, some kind of bonus from it? Alright, and then Mammothswine comes in. Flamethrower should also kill it. Alright. You've frozen my heart solid. Got a lot of money for that. Okay, so we need a way to connect to that, that middle platform up ahead. Okay, so it has to be this one. Alright, so that's... Okay, that's good. So now we need something that connects to the middle. I think one of these connected both of them, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. So we got that. Alright, we gotta start with this person. What do you have? I think you have 3 Pokemon. I think it's Cryogonal. Jeez. Cryogonal, Piloswine, and something else. Can't remember. It's escaping my mind. Alright, well. Either way, I think... Is it going to be better to use Flamethrower or Flame Charge on Cryogonal? It probably would be better to do Flame Charge because it only has like a... Has like a 30 defense stat. Oh, I think the last one's Jinx. I like to cool down and clear my head with a refreshing chilled dessert. Here, let me give you a taste. You were challenged by Ace Trainer Shannon. Sent out Cryogonal. Yeah, Cryogonal, I think, I don't remember what generation did it, but it did get buffed later on. It, I think, now has 50 base defense, but in Generation 6 and prior, it was only a 30 defense stat, so it had no defense whatsoever. Alright, so let's go, yeah, let's go Flame Charge here. This should take it out. Yeah, it's very frail. Made it absolute paper. And then we got Piloswine. I'm telling you right now, if Mammothswine could not live Flamethrower, I have no doubt in my mind that Piloswine is also going to die to Flamethrower. Shocker, I know. Okay, and then we got Jinx. And I know Jinx also doesn't have a lot of physical defense, but I think Flamethrower probably still does more. Cryogonal had insane special defense. Jinx, not so much. I could really go for an Ice Cold Sherbert, or... I thought it was going to be like a Sherbert, but anyway, right about now. Anyway. Being able to keep your cool no matter the situation is a trademark of the truly powerful. I don't remember what this guy has at all. But all I know is Charizard probably can beat it. Ace Trainer Theo sent out Beartic. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we don't have to really worry about this. I think Flamethrower probably just deletes it. Yep. And what's the next Pokemon? Vanillux. Let's go, I guess, Flamethrower as well. And there we go. Alright, so that's all the gym trainers down. It's only the gym leader left. So Charizard is just completely destroying him. You've got my blood boiling now. I think this ice is going to melt. Cinder, go lay down. Go lay down. After the gym, we'll do it. Okay? You gotta wait. My dog is still trying to get me to take her out. So we'll do the gym and then I'll go take care of her and we'll come back and start the prep work for getting all the TMs before the next stream where we'll actually beat this run. Hopefully. Okay, so that's the last gym trainer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rare candy everybody up to 59 really quick. I could go back and heal. But I also could just use like an ether to get all the flamethrower PP that I've used back on Charizard. Which I think is probably what I'm going to do instead. Alright, get everyone to 59. I don't think anyone's going to learn any crazy new move. And for the most part, I think Charizard's just going to be my guy. Charizard hopefully will just sweep through the entire gym. Okay, let's do Lumberry on Charizard as well, because I'm pretty sure Cryogonal is very likely going to outspeed me because I have that minus speed nature on Charizard. I think we're going to want Lumberry because Cryogonal likes to go for Confuse Ray on the first turn. Alright. And then for the gym puzzle, I'm pretty sure we just rotate this until that doesn't work. Needs to connect to one of the other platforms. There we go. Okay, so now that's connected in the middle. So we can just go here. Alright, like I said, we'll use a ether on Charizard's Flamethrower. And let me just double check. Everything looks good. Yeah, I think we're all good. Alright. The battle for the last gym badge. His team, I believe, is going to be Abomasnow, Cryogonal, and Avalugg. And I'm fairly confident that we'll be completely fine with just Charizard. But we have other Pokemon in the back, just in case I need them. You know what? Ice is both extremely hard and terribly fragile at the same time. You know what that means? Depending on which Pokemon you choose and what moves they use, I could be your most challenging opponent yet, or I could be a total pushover. But that's alright, that's how it should be. Anyway, enough of my rambling, let's get the show on the road. Oh, trust me, I'm gonna go with the ladder on that one. Versus Wolfric. You're challenged by leader Wolfric, sent out Abomasnow. So Abomasnow is gonna set up the hail. Because it's got snow warning. So this is not how, you know, snow works in today's Pokemon, where ice types get a physical defense boost and it doesn't actually deal chip damage. In this game, all it really does is chip damage. That's about it. And I guess makes Blizzard 100 accurate. Anyway, let's go ahead and use Flamethrower. I don't know if Flame Charge actually kills. It's not a very high power move, even if it is 4x super effective. Alright, Cryogonal comes in. Now we'll use Flame Charge. It does go for Confuse, right? Had a feeling it would. So Lumberry is going to cure that right away, and then Flame Charge will not only deal a lot of damage, but also will increase my speed, so we'll outspeed it next turn. Alright, so he's just going to heal up. I think maybe we might be able to kill if I high roll or something. But I'm pretty sure this Cryogonal has a plus defense nature, which is the only reason why it's not just getting destroyed by Flame Charge. Also, it has really good IVs too. Forces him to use all of his Hyper Potions, even though it really shouldn't matter, because Avalugg probably just gets one shot by Flamethrower. I'm just getting a whole bunch of speed boosts right now. I'm charging up. Alright, finally not going to use Hyper Potion. Cryogonal is going to go down. And the last Pokemon is Avalugg. And Avalugg is basically the opposite of Cryogonal. It has no special defense. Whereas Cryogonal didn't have any physical defense. This thing has no special defense. So now we can just use Flamethrower. This should absolutely delete it from existence. Yeah. Goodbye, Avalugg. And hello, 8th gym badge, the final one. You defeated Leader Wolfric. Outstanding. I'm tough as an iceberg, but you smashed me through and through. Received $9,400 for winning. Impressive. Your Pokemon fought with great courage. I can tell that you trained your Pokemon well. And we get this nice, shiny little snowflake badge. I don't know if that's actually what it's called. Iceberg badge, apparently. It looks like a snowflake. What you have right there is called the Iceberg badge. As long as you have that, any and all of your Pokemon will surely look up to you and do their absolute best in battle. Let me give you this too. We get the TM13 Ice Beam. Very good TM. You know what this is? It's Ice Beam. The move has an accuracy of 100%. Not only that, but every once in a while it will freeze the target hits too. I hope you've learned a valuable lesson today. Being rigid can make you tough, but it will also render you fragile. You're better off being flexible. You know what I mean? Some people are fluid like water and can adapt to their environment without changing what's important on the inside. Not me, though. I guess I'm too stubborn. Maybe that's why I love ice types. Alright, and then this path opens up so we don't have to worry about all the whole puzzle. Alright, so let's just skate on back. Alright, once we get to the Pokemon Center and heal up, I will take a little break just to take care of my dog, and then we'll come back, we'll gather the rest of the TMs, and we'll battle any and all trainers left to fight. There's a future champ I know and love. Looks like you trumped our old gym leader. It's never a bad thing to test the limits of your strength, am I right, or am I right? And since you're such a star, I guess that means you're off to the Pokemon League. You know what? You have all the gym badges now, so there's really only one thing left to do. It's time you head off to the Pokemon League. Listen up now. Trust in your Pokemon, and there's no limit to what you can achieve. Alright. Very good. Let's go heal up. And I'll decide who I want to put on the team when I get back. We're basically going to be flying to a whole bunch of different routes. Like that have TMs that I either forgot about or just put off till now, right? We're going to go back to all those different routes. We're going to make sure we have all the HMs needed to get the TMs on those different hidden areas that I didn't access before. And then we'll fight any and all trainers. Especially Terminus Cave is going to have a lot of trainers in it, so we'll fight all of those guys. Anyway, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Okay. So at this point, we just gotta change up our team a little bit. And then I wrote down a couple of places we gotta go to get some encounters. Or not encounters, well, we do have to get an encounter from Kuraway Town, because we didn't actually do that. But we gotta get TMs is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we got... Here, let me cross off some of these. We got Roost already. And we got Flame Charge. Okay. So let's start by getting all the ones that don't require me to actually battle any trainers. Let's have a couple of people who can use HMs. I might just put Linoon back on the team, because we can teach him. He already knows Cut. We can teach him Rock Smash. Can he learn? Oh, let's see. Where's Rock Smash at? Yeah, he can learn Rock Smash. Doesn't really matter what his moveset is. We'll just get rid of Headbutt. Can he also learn? Oops. Can he also learn Surf and Waterfall? Learn Surf, so I don't have to run Lapras if I don't want to. Alright, can he learn Waterfall? Because that would really be all of the HMs I need to... No, he can't. So I'll need to hold on to Gyarados then. Teach Waterfall over Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail is more power, but it's also less accurate, so I would rather have Waterfall for the consistency. Also, it has that flinch chance too, which is really nice. Okay, so that's all good. Then we'll have Murkrow, so we can use Fly. I guess if Linoon has Rock Smash, we don't need Barbarical on. Just roll with these guys. Charizard, let's have, Nidoking is a bit more consistent, I think. Nidoking, Florges have been kind of like co-MVPs of this run so far. Alright, so let me edit the team. So we took off Torkoal. Put on Linoon for all these HMs. And we also took off Barbarical. What do we put on? Gotta look at the team here. Murkrow, that's another one. And then Charizard. Have Nidoking. Okay. Our team has been updated. Alright, so let's start. Let's see if the wind is gonna cooperate with us on Route 13. Last time I was there, I couldn't ride the guardrail because the wind was pushing me to the right, and I needed to go to the left, and I didn't have the momentum needed to actually get past the gap. So let's see if it'll work now. I don't know if there's some way to stop the wind from happening. I think it's stupid that it's even in the game to begin with. But we'll find out. There's a hidden item somewhere. Okay. Nest Ball, sure. It doesn't look like there's any wind right now. Another item. I'm gonna run into this Pokemon, unfortunately. It is what it is. Just deal with it. I also should lead with a flying type just so I don't get trapped by Arena Trap. I mean, the Pokemon here are pretty low level, so it really shouldn't be like that scary, but let's have Gyarados. Alright, a star piece. We can sell that, I think, for 6,000 Poké Dollars, which is pretty nice. Alright, so this is the rail we gotta use. Alright, that's enough momentum. And the wind is picking up again, so hopefully that doesn't screw me. Is there any, like, hidden item or anything? Nope. Alright. Break this with Rock Smash. Too bad there's no more room for heart scales, yeah. I gave myself as many heart scales as I would need, because you could just, you know, farm them from Rock Smashing, but... yeah, I just wanted to save time on that. Alright, the TM is just up there, so we just gotta run all the way around here. Alright, it's just Charge Beam. It wasn't really anything special, but I'll take it. Alright, so that's one. Then there's also an item that I missed. I don't know if it's any good. It's on a TM. But there is an item towards the exit that goes to Lumio City that needed Rock Smash. Oh, and there was also that apparently needs Rock Smash. Good mindset. If you can farm it, I don't see why you should feel bad for saving your time by hacking it. Honestly, yeah. I mean, technically you also could do that for, like, money as well. I don't do it for money. That's the only limit I put. But you could just, like, also farm for, like, you know, pearls and star pieces and stuff too. But I do it for berries, and I do it for... the wind is gonna stop me from doing this. I do it for berries, and I do it for stuff like heart scales too. Alright, well, and that, we're just gonna ignore that item. It no longer exists. Stupid wind. I don't know why they put this in the game. How do I get out of here? Where's the staircase? There it is. Okay. Speaking of pearls, there we go. And we also get Stardust, another thing we can sell. We can get a lot of money just from selling all this stuff. I think we have plenty of money. I think we'll be able to afford all the full restores we want for the end game. And we also get a rare candy. Okay. We're good. Let's go ahead and fly on over to the next area. Next one is Azure Bay, so I guess we can go back here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and ride the monorail back towards the port area of the town, or of the city. He should feel bad because it shortchanges me on streamer suffering, which is what feeds my soul. My gosh. I mean, it's only delaying the inevitable. We know we're gonna be good for this run. Just running around getting TMs right now. Alright, let's head up here. I need to put repel on so I don't run into any wild tentacles and stuff. And if we run into any, like, trainers, I'll use Lapras, who has Thunderbolt. Did I ever get this item that's up here? Isn't there, like, a hidden item or something? Yes. Alright, we got that. I know I got my encounter from Azure Bay. I think that was that Remoraid or Chinchou? One of the two, because we fished. I swam all the way here from the oceans of Hoenn, and I'm still not too tired for a battle. You were challenged by swimmer Kieran? I don't know. Bro is Marceline's dad? Who the heck is Marceline? Is this... Is this someone who wished suffering upon someone? Alright, Skrelt. Oh, it's an Adventure Time reference? Okay, gotcha. Alright. Whalmer. All of these things are just gonna die to Thunderbolt. We are way over leveled for this portion of the game, but by beating them we get some money. And we get one step closer to saying that we truly are the very best that no one ever was. Want to see some cool water illusions? I'm a pro when it comes to water. Swimmer Romy. I like how they had to specify swimmer female Romy. Didn't even realize that. Alright. Keep going up. Probably an item around here, I would imagine. Maybe in this rock? No. Somewhere else? Nope. Do you guys say anything? Amphrosite. Yeah, okay. Let me just go grab my Amphros. No matter how much we fish, the ocean stays blue. So does the ground never change no matter how much we battle? I mean, I'm not using Mega Evolutions really anyway, but... I don't even know... Where could you even get Amphros from? I don't remember. Maybe it was like a horde battle or something that you could get with like Mareep. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to access my bag. I was trying to use Thunderbolt. Alright, Carvana, Thunderbolt. Defeat. Oh, woe is me. I'll sink this feeling of despair to the bottom of the ocean. Okay. I know there's a TM on the left. I just want to see if there's any items to collect. They might not be that important, but, you know, if they're like something that can either boost certain types of moves, or if they're... I don't think there's anything like leftovers or like the choice items, but anything else that could be helpful in battle might be worth grabbing them. Probably just in this rock, right? Yep. A star piece, another $6,000 that we can go ahead and get by selling it. Anything else? There's a whole lot of water right here. Doesn't look like any like little islands that we can go on. Where'd all the water go? Apparently it's all right here, Nick. Just infinite water glitch. It's like doing that thing with the bucket in Minecraft. Where? Okay, a heart scale, and it's still doing, it's beep booping because I have 999 heart scales in my bag, so I can't pick up heart scales. Nothing here. I think there's also like a cave, like in like kind of the center part of this area that I'm pretty sure it's post game, but you can encounter a legendary. Pretty sure. Anyway, deep sea tooth. Hyper potion. Deep sea scale. Alright, and the TM for X-Scissor. Okay, so that's another one to cross off. Before we head back, let me just make sure there's nothing in that cave. That's the only place that I think I haven't explored. I'm also probably going to have to buy more super repels, because I had 21 at the start of the stream, but I've used a lot, so I probably only have like maybe 5 at this point. Have I fought this trainer yet? Nope. Now that I'm all grown and finally able to swim, there's nothing out there to frighten me. Okay. Swimmer Isla sent out Corsola. Unfortunately, Corsola is not a very great Pokemon, so Thunderbolt is likely just going to delete it. Lantern, Water Electric. I mean, it might have Volt Absorb. Would Surf kill even if it's a resist? Let's see. We do have that massive level advantage, but even still, we don't kill. Thunderbolt might have killed if it was not Volt Absorb, but actually, you kind of frighten me. Okay, so there's nothing down here then. Alright, let's go ahead and get to this island, or the cave on the island. Alright, is there anything around it? Doesn't look... Oh. Maybe I spoke too soon. A splash plate, okay. Well, that increases the power of water-type moves. That might be pretty useful. Anything in the cave? Nope, just a waste of time. Great. Okay, then we'll fly over. The next area I've written down is Route... So we gotta go to Route 16. But the TM, I think, is actually on Route 15. You basically have to use a waterfall to go up. And it takes you, following that river, it takes you to Route 15 where the TM is actually located. And while we're there, I don't know if I actually got the Super Rod. I don't think I did. So I might have to go do that really quick too. But that's fine. Fought all these trainers before. Alright, let me check if I have the Super Rod or not. Hey there, traveling trainer. You look like someone who'd be interested in going fishing to find some underwater Pokemon. I just so happen to have a spare rod right here. What do you say? Yeah. Obtain the Super Rod. One Super Rod coming right at you. Go on out there and give it a try. Alright, we will definitely be using that. Because there's one Pokemon we actually can guarantee on an upcoming route using the Super Rod. I think you can also do it with the Good Rod. But might as well use the Super Rod, because then you can get it at a higher level and save myself some time using rare candies to level them up. Alright. Go up this waterfall, and this should take us to another TM. I forget which one this one is. It might be Dark Pulse. This is a pretty solid one. Alright, nothing there. Keep using repels. Yeah, next time we stop by a city, I'll have to go and buy more. Yeah, it's Dark Pulse. Okay, that's a good one. 80 base power with a chance to flinch. Alright, we're gonna go back to Dendemil Town. Because the next area is Frost Cavern. Alright, yeah, I said I was gonna buy more repels. Let's actually do that. We have so much money, probably. Yeah, 228,000. I'm just gonna buy super repel since that's the item I'm currently using. I think it's also cost effective to buy super repels because for some reason max repels only like they only add another 50 steps of protection, but they cost 200 Pokédollars more, which is crazy. Making sure I got all the items from here too. It looks like I did. Alright, let's go towards Frost Cavern. We don't actually have to go inside of the cave, but the water outside of the cave, if we surf on that and use Waterfall, we can go ahead and grab another TM. So let's do that. We just jumped down the waterfall. Incredible. See this item right here? It's a heart scale, which there's no more room for. And if we go further down the river, then we get the TM71 Stone Edge. It's a 100 base power rock type move with shaky accuracy, but also a high crit rate for some reason. Okay, so that's another one down. Alright, like I said, we're focusing on the TMs that don't have any trainers to fight, so let's go to Throwaway Town. I don't believe I picked up any of the items here when I was last here, so let's go around with the item finder. There are 2 TMs, or actually 3 TMs. One that needs Waterfall and 2 that you get from NPCs. Pretty Wing, sure. Take that. Alright, I don't know where I get the TMs from, so I'm just going to talk to everybody until somebody gives me it. I want to be loved, this child says. What in the world? Okay, I'm just going to leave that house. That seems like a weird home. Do you give anything? Nope. How about you? Nope. There's an item here. Burn Heal. A late game area, and we're still getting things like Burn Heal. Don't need Repel for now. We're also going to have to get our encounter from here too, because I never actually did get it. I have 2 of the TM for U-Turn. Here, I'll share one with you. Alright, so that's 1, U-Turn. 70 base power bug type move that forces you to switch out. That guy's always changing his mind. Well, 1 U-Turn deserves another. Alright, a Pokeball. Okay. And rare candy. Any other hidden items? Oh, I didn't mean to sit down. There is another item. Ah, it's right here. Okay, Ether. We are going to need some Ethers for the Elite Four and such, since, you know, you can't have access to a Pokemon Center. You're going to have to recover PP just using your items. Probably got to be a TM in the hotel. There usually is. You have a Pokedex. Here, let me give you a Pokemon quiz. What does Lil Clauncher shoot when its internal gas explodes? I don't know. Freaking water? It's a water type. Okay. Correct answer. Here's your prize. We get Scald for that. Alright, sure. Imagining the stuff in the Pokedex makes your world bigger and bigger. Alright, does anyone else give anything? I don't think so, but... doesn't look like anything important from those people. What about up here? Oh. think, yeah, the last room is just Mr. Bonding, who gives you the O powers. Which we're not really using. I mean, even though it's a hardcore Nuzlocke and you're not allowed to use items in battle, like, I think it would be fine to use, like, O powers like the prize money one or the experience point one if you really wanted to, but... Definitely can't use those stat boosting ones. That is straight up cheating. Okay, there we go. Prism scale. Any of the other hidden items? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we're gonna get our encounter for Kuraway Town while I'm here. I think one of them's Float Soul. I don't remember what the other one is that we can get. I'll look it up really quick. See what our chances are. Whatever it is, it's probably not going to be anything too impactful, but I just want to make sure. It's either going to be Float Soul or it's going to be Lombre. Because both the Pokemon that you can get from fishing I already have, so yeah. Alright. Well, in that case, let's just lead... Yeah, let's lead with Lapras, and then if it's Lombre, we'll swap out to, Florges. I guess I can head up the waterfall while I wait for the encounter to show up. I don't have a repel on. Come on. There we go. Okay. We are gonna get a Float Soul. Alright, let's check what Float Soul knows. Float Soul has level 44 Razor Wind, Whirlpool, Double Hit, and Aqua Jet. Okay. Well, by having Lapras on the field, we should be fine. It has Water Absorb, so it's basically immune to Whirlpool and Aqua Jet. In fact, it gets healed by those moves. And Double Hit and Razor Wind probably don't do too much. I don't know if I want to try to attack it. Float Soul's not exactly bulky. So I think I'm just going to throw a quick ball at it and see what happens. Float Soul should have a pretty decent catch rate, I would imagine. And in fact, we do catch. Alright, let me go ahead and write that down. For Kuraway Town, we got Float Soul. Okay. Its flotation sac developed as a result of pursuing aquatic prey. It can double as a rubber raft. Float Soul. We're gonna name him Noodle after the pool noodle. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this TM, which is Rock Slide. Also a very solid one. Probably better than Stone Edge, honestly. Less powerful, but a little bit more reliable. Especially in double battles, because it hits both Pokemon. Okay, so then that's another one that we got. We're going to hold off on doing Terminus Cave, because those are going to have some trainers to fight. I'm just checking to see if there's any other ones. Let's see. Yeah, I think the only other location left, I think the only one is Pokemon Village that doesn't have any trainers to fight. Okay. So let's head to Snowbell City and then we'll do all that. Alright, so let's head back to Pokemon Village. We'll have to go through the little Lost Woods area. Really isn't that hard to navigate, but maybe that's just because I've navigated this place like a million times already. I've played way too much Pokemon. We gotta go down. left, up and to the left, left, or down, yeah. And we are here. Perfect. Cool. Now we can just go over to the water. And we can surf up here towards the waterfall, and I believe this is going to give us the TM for Psychic. So another really solid one. So a lot of these TMs, I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them. I just want to have them just in case. You know, because I haven't fully thought out all of my strategies for like the Elite Four and Champion yet. But having all these options available to me hopefully will spark something for what we're going to do. Alright, Psychic. And then we'll fly back. Let's go to Sandloon City. Because there are 2 trainers near Earthquake. Earthquake is going to be a really good TM. Obviously, very powerful ground type move. 100 base power. Always hits. Just very, very reliable. So I want to grab that. But both these trainers, I'm pretty sure, are really low level for some reason. I think you need Waterfall to fight them. But for whatever reason, they have like level 30 some Pokemon, and I don't know why they did that. Lapras, you can stay in the lead. I only make friends with people from whom I can learn something. Ace Trainer Adalbert? What in the world kind of name is that? Anyway, we're just gonna surf. Yeah, like I said, Lucario, for some reason this thing's only level 31, even though it requires Waterfall to get to, so your Pokemon are probably at bare minimum like level 50. He just uses level 31 Pokemon. You're incredible. Let's be friends. I could learn a lot from you. Gives me a decent amount of money. Is there any like item around here? Also this cave, which... Chamber of Emptiness. Well, how come... Why is it called the Chamber of Emptiness if there's an item here? Spooky Plate. Now it's the Chamber of Emptiness. I see I don't have a repel on anymore. Psyduck, what's up, buddy? How you doing? We already have an encounter from Route 22. I mean, we got this encounter really long ago. All the way back in the very first stream. I think we got Bunnelby from this route too. Where is this hidden item? Is it going to be like up there? Ow! Cinder! It got tangled up in my headphone wire. Not great. Go lay down. Go lay down. Just go lay down, okay? Alright, got a Tanga Berry. And we got this trainer. I got the feeling from you and your Pokemon that you really know your business. Let's find out. God dang. Tried to pull my ear off. Cinder was like pawing at me because she wants something again, even though I just took her out like, you know, half hour ago. And she got her paw right on the cord. You're challenged by Ace Trainer Hilda. Got Sharpedo. And just use Thunderbolt to take that out. Again, they're low level for some reason, so this is just a complete joke. And then we got Gardevoir. That would be a scary Pokemon if it was properly leveled, but it's not, so Surf is just going to take it out. Wow, you're good. You took my pride and smashed it to pieces. Okay. 3,000 Poké Dollars. Did I put the super repel on? No. Now it's on. Okay, so we gotta move these rocks. Gotta move this to the left. Or, no, we can't move that one. We gotta move... Oh, I don't have strength on anybody. Duh. Pretty sure we could teach that to Linoon. Surely it can learn it. Where is strength? There we go. Okay, get rid of Hone Claws. Now it has strength. Okay, we gotta move this bottom one. Oh, I need to interact with the rock so that it actually lets me use strength. There you go. Move this one all the way to the left. We need to be able to push it up. Okay. Just like that. Let me push this up. Move it to the right again. And then push it up one more time. Very good, that's one. Move this. Okay, I gotta go to the other side so I can push it up. Oh, I can't push it. I need this one first. Okay, hold on. Okay, push this down. Now I can push it to the left. Then I push it up. And then I push it left again, and there we go. Alright, now we can just push this one up and get that hidden item that kept on beat booping. Max Elixir. We'll take it. Always good. And we're finally going to have the TM for Earthquake. A very, very important TM that, of course, they make you wait until very late in the game to actually get. I mean, for good reason. It's very good. Just making sure there wasn't anything else. Alright. Okay, so I think... Hold on. Go ahead and cross this off. Okay, so there's only 2 more routes that we're going to have to backtrack to, and both of them have trainers to fight on it, so... Wait, why does it say I'm on Route 22 right now? Oh yeah, I am on 22. Okay. I forgot. I forgot. Okay. Forgot that this is Route 22. I don't know why I thought I was on somewhere else. Alright, we're going to go back to Snowbell City here. And let's start with Route 19, I guess. And then we'll do Terminus Cave afterwards. Because Terminus Cave is going to have a lot of trainers to fight. Oops. No, I want to do organize. Okay, so for this, I guess I'm gonna definitely want Chestnut on the team. I want Steelix as well. Could keep Lapras as well. Trying to think. Yeah, I think I should have Lapras. Keep Nidoking. Take off Murkrow. Florges is always good. Yeah. Well, if I have Lapras on, I don't need Linoon because we'll have Surf. It's only HM we should need. Honestly, maybe I'll bring either Torkoal or Barbaracle. Maybe I'll bring Barbaracle. Okay. I think this should be a good enough team to deal with all the trainers on this route and then get the TM. So let me just update the team. So, made a lot of changes. There's only 3 that are actually that I kept. So I need to do over Gyarados. We have Steelix here. Okay, so Steelix. And then over Linoon, we've got Chestnut. And over Murkrow, we currently have Barbaracle. Okay, cool. And I guess I'll level everyone up too. Don't want Wood Hammer, I'd rather have Seed Bomb. Let's get everyone to 59. Oh, also, I still have the level cap showing as 59. It's been a while, but it has actually raised up because we already have the 8th gym badge. So it's 65 is the level cap. I don't think any of my Pokemon have actually leveled up past 59, but... Alright, get everyone to 59. Yeah, level 65 is the level cap for the Elite Four. All 4 of the Elite Four have their ace Pokemon at level 65. And then when we get to the champion, it'll raise up to 68. Alright, the team looks solid. Let's have... I think the first trainer we're going to run into here from this way is going to be that fairy type girl. So let's have Nidoking be in the lead slot and race on over there. Oh, it's raining too. Okay, hold on. New objective. One other thing to do. Don't have to worry about the repel for right now. I was waiting for it to be raining somewhere, because there's a specific Pokemon that we have that can only evolve when it's raining for some reason. So while it's raining, let me go take care of this really quick. I'll come back for Barbaracle in just a second. So let's head back. So Sliggoo, specifically, at level 50, it will always evolve, but only if it's raining. And for some reason, you can't just like use Rain Dance in battle. It specifically has to be like raining naturally in the game. Goobus is evolving, so Sliggoo is going to reach its final form. And this thing is going to be an absolute beast. It is so bulky on the special side. It's basically just like Florges, but dragon type. Say hello to Goodra. Goodra wants to learn Aqua Tail. I think it is slightly more of a special attacker, right? Just a little bit more, especially with Quiet Nature too. Yeah, it's a little bit more. It's not by much. It's only 7 points higher, but... I'll level it up to 59. Power Whip, nah. It's powerful, but it has that accuracy problem. Same with Aqua Tail. Okay. And then before I put it back in the box for a second, let me also teach it Thunderbolt. Get rid of Flail. Keep Body Slam, Dragon Pulse, and Muddy Water. Okay. Pretty good moveset that Goodra has. Let's go put him in the box for just a second. We'll come back to that. I will need Goodra a little bit later. But for now, we're good. Alright, let's get Barbaracle back. And then we can continue on trying to beat all these trainers on the route. There we go. Okay. I don't think there's too many trainers here. I think there's only like 6. And first up, we have that fairy type girl. So let's go ahead and take that out. Hee hee, fall before my fairies. Yeah. I've got Nidoking as the lead. Loveland. Fairy Tale Girl Loveland. Sent out Mr. Mime. Alright. Mr. Mime is a psychic type, but Nidoking should be faster because I think we've got a decent level advantage here. 10 levels is pretty high, so let's go Poison Jab. Mr. Mime does not have very great physical defense. It's going to go down to that. And what else we got? We got Azumarill, another Pokemon that probably would be scary if it actually got the hit Nidoking, but we should be fine. We're faster, we hit really hard. Take it out. And I think there's just one Pokemon left. Aromatisse. Another Pokemon that will fall victim to Poison Jab. Okay. Well, haha, I can see the fairies. They're waving from across the river. What is happening? I can hear them. The fairies are whispering to me, fight, win. That's what... What is this? Okay. There's some crazy psychosis going on with this little child. We're just gonna run away now. Before we get that item, let me go grab this one. HP up. I have to figure out who I want to use that on. There's apparently a hidden item over that way. Max Revive, we'll just sell that. Can't use that. If a Pokemon faints, the run is over. So Max Revive is completely useless to us. Okay, right here, Antidote. Another hidden item. This rock, yeah, net ball. Okay, we got this trainer. I think it's just 2 Pumpkaboos. Time for a Pokemon battle is what the me from 10 seconds ago said. Okay. You were challenged by Hexmaniac Josette. Alright. I honestly forgot I had Metronome on as my item. It just means that your attacks get stronger every consecutive use you use that attack. Another Pumpkaboo. Another Frisk. We should outspeed and we should one-shot with Ice Beam. Alright, easy stuff. Pumpkaboo's down. Yeah, we're just cruising through a lot of these trainers. I could see myself being defeated by you. Get some money. Head on down. I think there's a double battle coming up. Yes. Okay, this double battle is actually kind of annoying. So I'm going to have Steelix and Chestnut be in the lead slots here. I'm going to teach Chestnut Brick Break. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but it's going to be lower down. Yeah, right there. Brick Break. I'm going to teach it to you. I think we'll get rid of Bulk Up. I don't really think I'm going to need it, and it is a TM that we have, so if we ever want to reteach it for whatever reason, we can just do that. Not a big deal. And then also what we need to do, we need to give a Lumberry to both Steelix and a Chestnut. This fight isn't really that hard. Oh, Chestnut already had Lumberry. Perfect. This fight really isn't that hard. But the double battle is against a Tauros and a Miltank, and the Tauros has Swagger, and it's such an annoying move. I don't want to have to deal with it, so we're just going to have both Pokemon have a Lumberry on so that I don't have to worry about it. I also can teach Steelix Earthquake now, but I think for this battle I do want Bulldoze. Because I think after one Bulldoze, Chestnut should be able to outspeed Tauros. So anyway, let's do this. We are Pokemon Rangers. We bring out the Pokemon, or the power in our Pokemon. We are Pokemon Rangers. They're just saying the same thing. Alright. Getting stuck in a infinite dialogue loop. Rangers, Ivy, and Auric. The Miltank really doesn't do much this whole fight. I'm pretty sure Miltank doesn't have any, like, great move to hit with. Tauros has Thrash, though. And obviously it has this Intimidate, which is annoying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just use Bulldoze to lower the speed, and Spiky Shield to basically protect Chestnut, and if anyone wants to attack me, then they have to take a little bit of damage as well. That is why I really hate Tauros, is because Swagger is so annoying. That's why I put the Lumberry on as the item. And it used Wake Up Slap on Chestnut. Yeah, I don't know why Miltank's moveset is the way it is this late in the game. Wake Up Slap would probably do, like, some damage to Steelix, just because it's super effective, but it's got so much defense, it probably isn't anything too crazy. Alright, let's go Brick Break on Tauros. Does a lot. And he's Zen Headbutt, alright. I mean, he'll do good damage, but we can take it. And then Gyro Ball. Barely anything. Did 9. Yeah, Miltank is actually a lot faster than people might think. Of course, it does have -1 in speed, but still probably the lowest base power for Gyro Ball to be. Alright, and then we just gotta take out Miltank, so let's do that. It's gonna hit Chestnut again with Gyro Ball and do basically no damage, and Strength should take it out. Perfect. Okay. We drew out all the power we could, but you proved to be even more powerful. Very good. Yeah, that fight is just... I don't like it. Let me put Rocky Helmet back on. Gonna be at the very bottom. Put Rocky Helmet back on. And I guess I can put, like, I guess maybe Citrus Berry on Chestnut now. Also heal up too, because we did take a bit of damage from that Zen Headbutt. Moo Moo Milk. Okay. And then for the rest of the trainers, I think for the most part, Chestnut's going to be a very good choice. Because a lot of them are going to use, like, water types or ground types, since we're in kind of like this marsh area. Okay, where is this hidden item at? The bush? Oh, it's this, like, leaf, okay. Damp Rock, alright, that extends the duration of rain from 5 to 8 turns. Okay. Trying to talk to you. I feel kind of embarrassed in a swimsuit, so I like to swim in murky water like this to stay out of sight. And risk getting infected? Alright, you were challenged by Swimmer Coral. I don't think it's smart to be swimming around like swampy marsh water. I don't know. Alright, let's go Seed Bomb. Stunfisk is it's a ground electric type, so both of its primary stab options are resisted by Chestnut. Alright, and we can go Seed Bomb again, and that is it for Stunfisk. Oh, the murky water couldn't hide my battling weakness. God dang. We're so slow walking through this. We get a rare bone. Another thing that I think we can just sell. Is this tombstone right here? Yeah. Or whatever it's supposed to be. It looks like a tombstone more than anything else. It's a Pokemon Ranger's duty to ensure that Pokemon can live the same way tomorrow as they do today. You are challenged by Pokemon Ranger Clementine. Sent out Alomomola. It's a mono water type. It does have pretty good physical defense and HP, but we've got a decent level advantage, and Seed Bomb is definitely going to do a lot. Safeguard? Well, that doesn't protect you from me just taking you out. So, unfortunately, Alomomola, then that's going to be it for you. I know there's always going to be a tomorrow, so I don't let defeat get to me very much. Okay. I have to surf again to get over here. I think there's just 2 more trainers left. Have you ever heard of parkour? I have. You are challenged by Pokemon Ranger Ambra. Or Amber? Maybe Amber, just spelt R-E instead of E-R. Why is it always Lapras? Well, Lapras is my guy for surfing. My surf man. Emolga, if it knows a flying move, I definitely should not be in on Chestnut. I guess we'll just go Steelix. Yeah. I was thinking about Nidoking as well, but we'll go Steelix. Alright, Rock Slide. Use agility on me. I'm pretty sure you already outsped Steelix like 3 times over. Steelix is not fast at all. They're gonna withdraw Emolga for Grumpig. Sure. Why not? I guess pigs are meant to be sent out to the slaughter, so... Okay. And now Molga's back, and it's gonna just be dead. Well, it Encore locked me into Bulldoze. You know what? This has gone on long enough. Nidoking, come on out. Just take it out. I'm not gonna sit here and be Encore locked into goddamn Bulldoze forever. I'm starting to believe it doesn't have anything other than an electric type move to hit me with. Alright, well that's going to be a Molga down, and that should be the end of this fight. A very weird one. Now it makes sense that it's swapped out, because it didn't have anything to hit with, but why wouldn't it have swapped out the first turn I sent out Steelix? Why even bother using agility? I don't know. Okay, we gotta, I guess, push this down. And then to the right. Up twice. And then to the right twice. And all of this to get a Toxic Plate. We already have Poison Barb, which is basically like the same effect. But we'll take it. Anything over this way? Nope. We got PP up. And this guy, I think he has like a bear tick and something else. Yeah, you know what? I'll have Barbarical lead. Makes more sense, I think. I protect nature in order to protect Pokemon. What about people, you ask? Never mind that. Let's battle. Okay. Interesting. Challenged by Pokemon Ranger Shinobu. Sent out. Oh, he has Zangoose as well. What is Zangoose now? I'm pretty sure it's just going to be level up movesets. Oh, it does have close combat. Okay, well in that case, yeah, I think I'll swap, let's swap to Nidoking. Its moveset seems to be close combat, swords dance, taunt, and X-scissor. There's taunt. I wasn't really planning on doing anything. I thought Beartic was the lead. I know he has a Beartic, but I got the order wrong. Alright, there's Beartic. Alright, let's swap on out back to Barbarical. Gonna use Blizzard, that is resisted. Okay, let's go Rock Smash. Good damage. Avalanche does a little bit of damage, alright, sure. Use Rock Smash again. I do think Razor Shell does do more damage overall, but the 95 accuracy always makes me sad, so I don't want to use it. As Flail. It is on low enough health that Flail is probably pretty powerful, but Barbarical is very bulky and rock typing, so I'm not worried about it. The term Pokemon Trainer has to do with both people and Pokemon. Alright, I think that was the last trainer on this route. So officially we've done all of these guys, so. Yacha Berry weakens ice type moves. And we get the TM for Sludge Bomb, which could be relevant. Could be. I mean, we can teach that to Nidoking. And with Sheer Force, it would get a power boost. Alright, let's head over to Kuraway Town. I'm going to go to the Pokemon Center. We'll heal up, readjust our team again, because we're going to be heading towards Terminus Cave, which has at least 10 trainers in it. So we got to be prepared for this. There are a lot of scary trainers, too. The Black Belts and the Battle Girl trainers I talked about in the past, but they have like custom movesets on their Pokemon, so we got to be very careful when we're navigating this place. I want Nidoking, Florges, Chestnut. I think those are all fine to keep. Honestly, I think Gyarados might be better to bring than Lapras. Barbarical has Rock Smash, so we can use that. Yeah, I think Steelix makes sense. I think this is a good team. So we just subbed out Lapras for Gyarados. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's put Florges in the lead. Speaking of Florges, that HP up I got, let's go ahead and put that HP up on Florges. Protein. Do I want to give this to anyone? We'll hold on to that. I'll figure out if I want to give that to anybody or not. Same with the Carbos. Do you have anything else now? Okay. Alright. Yeah, so we're going to do Terminus Cave next, and then after that, that's all the backtracking we have to do. The only thing left... Oh, let me cross this off that we got Route 19 done. The only thing after this will be to clear out Route 21, which has a couple of trainers on it and also a TM. That's the last route of the game before we get to before we are on our way to Victory Road. So we'll do that after this, and that will probably be where we stop for today, and the next Tuesday will hopefully be the climactic finale to our Pokemon Y Hardcore Deathless Nuzlocke. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First we have to navigate through Terminus Cave and Route 21. Okay. Keep on using repels. I'm just looking for hidden items here. I don't think I battled this guy, did I? I think this guy has... Yeah, this guy has a sock. And of course, because these are the black belt trainers, they have a custom move set. And one of the moves, I believe, is Poison Jab. I don't believe that this sock in particular has Sturdy, though. So we should just be able to outspeed him one shot with Florages. We probably have a decent level advantage. If I defeat you, I'm going to head back, or going to head home and bake some cookies. Black belt, Giannis, I don't know. Sent out Sock. Dude, I get PTSD every time I see Sock, because when I was first starting to like Nuzlocke, I did actually lose a Deathless attempt to a Sock because of Poison Jab, and ever since then, I've had trust issues over this Pokemon. That was way back when, though. Probably like, you know, 6 years ago. Maybe even longer. I don't even remember. Alright, and Pangoro is going to go down to Moonblast. Alright, X defense. Not really worth my time, but we can sell it for some money, I suppose. Hold on. Let's head over to the cave. Get a dragon scale. And there is a hidden item somewhere. Oh. Where's it at? Oh, in this rock. Normal gem. Okay. Sure. I think that's all that's in here, though. So now... Is there anything up this way? I never got that item, so let me go do that really quick. I think there was also a hidden item back here that I also... Yeah, it's this. Okay, a Pokeball. Perfect. That was totally worth my time to come back for. I'm so glad that happened. Oh, I don't have cut. Alright, well then we're not going to be able to get that item. It's just a regular item, so it's not like a TM or something. It should be fine. Okay. Now to navigate this place. And also, I believe we're going to want to have Chestnut be the lead for a lot of this, because there's a lot of rock ground types, and Chestnut is in a very good position to be resistant to both rock and ground. We already got our encounter from here. It was, who was it? Why can't I remember? Let me look. It was Sand Slash, that's who it was. Yeah, Dusk Ball? Sure. Hyper Potion, we'll need those for the Elite Four. I have to stockpile a lot of them. Alright, first trainer in here. What are you looking at? I'm gonna make you help me work if you lose. Okay, I don't think you can do that. I don't think that, you know, slavery is legal anymore. Worker Narek. Graveler. It's probably gonna know how to blow up. But that's okay. Let's just Seed Bomb it. It might not have Sturdy, too. Yeah, it didn't. Okay. It's 50-50 whether it's sturdy or rockhead. We got another graveler. Okay. Well, let's hope this one also doesn't have sturdy. Nope, this one does have sturdy. Does it just blow up right away? No, it's gonna stealth rock. That's fine. Stealth rock is okay. Alright, is it another Graveler? Are we going to complete the trifecta of Gravelers? Level 60 for Chestnut. Hammer Arm? No, I'd rather have Brick Break. Hammer Arm is a little bit more powerful, but it's also less accurate, and it drops your speed after you use it. So, I think I like Brick Break a bit more. It's Golem is the last one. It's the evolved form of Graveler. And also has Stern. But it does not blow up. It's just going to use Bulldoze, which does very little damage, lowers my speed, but I think I probably still outrun it. Yep. And there we go. Golem's down. That battle was a good sweat. Even a better workout than all this digging. Okay. What is this way? Pearl. Sure. And a heat rock. Okay, so now I think we've collected almost every rock for weather. I think the only one I don't have is the one that extends a sandstorm. Got this hiker. I dropped my book while I was running across, you see. It was an unabridged version. Very funny, sir. Let me destroy your Pokemon so I can steal money from you, Hiker Aaron. Ride on another rock round. Yeah, Chestnut is pretty good here. You could also use a water type as well, but like I said, the big thing is Chestnut also resists rock and ground, which is just icing on the cake. Because Lapras is weak to rock, and so is Gyarados too. So like, those water types wouldn't be great, and then Barbaracle there is weak to ground. I never hold a grudge. It's all water under the bridge. Did he try to make that rhyme or something? I don't think that worked. And this... Wasn't there an item over here though? It's an escape rope, okay. Did you see that hiker on top of the bridge? He's been running back and forth like that for the last couple of days. I wonder if he's all right. Well, he stopped running when he battled me, so, you know, maybe I saved them. Hiker Bergen, or Bergen, sent out Boldor. It's not just a Boldor. It's a rod. Let's Brick Break him. Of course, it's got sturdy. Rock slide at me, okay, sure. Only does 14 damage. I'll take that. Alright, what's your next Pokemon gonna be? Steelix! That's a pretty bulky boy. Alright, let's set up Leech Seed then, because I think it might take... Well, I don't know. With the level difference, we might two-shot it. Stone Edge. How much health do I get from Leech Seed here? Okay. I net gained 6 HP that turn. Yeah, we still two-shot it. We're fine. Has Dig though. Like how big the roots for the Leech Seed animation are. It's so goddamn funny. Alright, well, I mean, might as well just do Spiky Shield, and that way it can get back to full HP. And this might be enough to take it out with Leech Seed damage. So, there you go. Lapras, or, why did I say Lapras? Steelix is down. Come to think of it, I've been standing here in the same spot for the last couple of days too. Alright, the NPCs are becoming self-aware. This isn't great news. Where does this path go? This goes back to where that one item was that I had to use Rock Smash for. Okay. So that was just a giant circle, alright. And then I'm gonna run into some stupid Pokemon that falls from the sky, Ariados. I really love it when I use a repel and then I still get encounters because there's a couple of specific spots that all of a sudden have a Pokemon swooping down from. A worker in a cave, rather picturesque if I say so myself. Worker Dimitri. Artillery, okay. Most of your other friends have had rock ground types. This kind of breaks the mold with a random water type. Okay, we'll just go Seed Bomb. It probably does know Ice Beam, but I'm fairly confident with that level advantage that we would definitely kill. You and your Pokemon make quite the picture too. And unlike all the Boulders and Gravelers I keep fighting, at least that one doesn't have Sturdy. Okay, Rock Smash. Star Piece, another 6,000 Pokédollars, we'll take it. And a Moonstone. We already used a Moonstone to evolve Nidorino into Nidoking, but sure. Okay, here we go. So now this is where we're going to start running into the Black Belts and the Battle Girls, which, again, they have these obnoxious custom movesets, so you got to be very careful with them. I'm pretty sure Florges will be a great lead option. At least for the first two, because I think the third one has a... Or... One of them has a Toxicroak. I think it's whichever one is like kind of, I don't know, left side going up. I don't know how to explain it. I'm mapping it out. I can visualize it in my head. I can't really describe it well. I want to put the Pixie Plate on, though, just to make sure. Because the other thing about these, where is the Pixie Plate at? There we go. The other thing about these trainers, the Black Belts and Battle Girls, they also have, like, really, really good IVs on their Pokemon. Like, almost perfect. So they're extremely strong. One final Gambit Low Sweep, right where it counts. I don't think you can use Low Sweep after using Final Gambit, considering the fact Final Gambit kills you, but okay. Battle Girl Andrea. Throw should be able to take out with Moonblast. We might not have even needed the Pixie Plate, but the Pixie Plate absolutely guarantees it. And then you've got Conkeldurr. I don't think Conkeldurr is as bulky as Throw, so if I killed Throw in one hit, I think I definitely kill Conkeldurr in one hit. Oh, that was a cracking arm thrust counter if I do say so myself. Okay. Rock Smash this. See what's over in this direction. Hidden item somewhere right here. Iron, alright. We like that. Vitamins are nice to be getting. Help us become big and strong. What is this? A Dusk Stone, alright. Well, if I would have gotten Doublade, or I should say Honedge from Route 7, had I gotten it from there, I could have used that to evolve Doublade into Aegislash, but I did not. I could evolve Murkrow into Honchkrow, though. Although I don't really think I'm going to be using Honchkrow for any upcoming stuff. Does this go anywhere? Oh, this just loops. Okay. This whole thing just loops around. This is the trainer, I think, that has Toxicroak. Pretty sure. So I guess it was the second one. This guy... I think he just has one Pokemon. People often say it's the beginning of the end. Whatever do they mean? I don't know. Challenged by Black Belt Ricardo, who sent out Hariyama. Hariyama's pretty bulky. But I have faith that Florges can send him to the Shadow Realm. Let's go Moonblast. Perfect. Alright. Even if I lose, it's not the end. Could that be what it means? Where is this hidden item at? Oh, it's here, okay. Dire hits. There's another hidden item though. Probably back where this TM is. I think this is a Shadow Ball, this TM that we're about to get, which is a pretty dang good one. Yep, Shadow Ball. TM 30. There's also a hidden item somewhere around here. Where? Okay, there we go. Max Potion, sure. I'll take it. I think down is towards the exit, so let's head back up really quick. Take out these other Black Belt and Battle Girl trainers. So if this is Toxicroak like I think, I want to lead with Nidoking. And I think we can keep the Earth Plate on. We probably would just kill without the Earth Plate, but just to make sure. Hiya! All will tremble as my manly roar echoes throughout this cave. So manly. You're challenged by Black Belt Gunner. Alright. Toxicroak, poison fighting type. Has a custom moveset, but I'm pretty sure it's the same speed tier as Nidoking, but with my level advantage, we should outrun. I also should teach Earthquake instead of Bulldoze, shouldn't I? At this point, Earthquake is more powerful than Bulldoze. Because sheer force only boosts the power by 30%, so... Alright, here comes Sock. So I'm pretty sure... I think the strongest move it has is like Retaliate, so I'm just going to go with Earth Power on it. Because I think it might also know Counter. Close Combat? Alright, that's fine. Maybe it doesn't know Retaliate then. Alright, there goes Sock. My howl of pain will be heard by all in this cave. Alright. Alright, let's heal up Nidoking. And then let me, while I'm thinking about it, teach Earthquake to everybody. Teach Earthquake to Nidoking over Bulldoze. Alright, and then we'll teach Earthquake to Steelix as well over Bulldoze. Could teach it to like Gyarados and Chestnut as well, but I think for right now we're fine to keep the moves as is. Anything over this way? This is a long path. It should lead to something, right? An X attack. Not worth my time. And then this just loops, okay. I think there's one more trainer. Oh, I saw their shoes as I was running past. They're over here. And for this one, I think we want to put Florges back in the lead. Like I said, Florges for the most part against like these black belt trainers, it's usually the best thing to lead with. Break another rock. Breathe in, breathe out, deep breaths. Okay, let's battle. Challenged by Battle Girl Haley. Sent out Medicham, alright. That would hit pretty hard if it actually got an attack off, but it's probably not going to. Because we've got Moonblast, and Florges is fast enough to outspeed it. Alright. Still got one Pokemon. What do you have? Level 60. Hawlucha. So I think this Hawlucha, I'm pretty sure, I know it knows Steel Wing, and I think we probably could live a crit Steel Wing, but I want to show something funny. I'm pretty sure the only, like, fighting move it has is Flying Press, which is a unique fighting move in that it's not only, like, the damage isn't calculated as just, like, a fighting type move, it's also calculated as a flying type move simultaneously. So against Steelix, it's actually neutral. It's like the only fighting move in the game that's actually not super effective against Steelix. Well, I guess there's also like Seismic Toss too. And also Flying Press only has 80 base power in this game. It got buffed later on to 100 base power in future generations. But yeah, this is kind of funny. I just wanted to show this. My man Steelix is just too strong. Breathe in, breathe out, deep breaths. Thank you for the battle. Okay. And I think there's only the double battle trainer left to fight. And then after that, Terminus Cave is done. And the only other thing that I want to do before ending stream today is just clear out Route 21. So that's one less. Hello, Ariados, for the 88th time. But so that's just one less thing that I have to worry about during the finale stream. I think this one was pretty darn good. Did I ever go this way? Like, honestly, I did miss on a fair amount of encounters, but getting Florges and getting Sheer Force Nidoking made up for a lot of it. Those two Pokemon have been just hard carrying me a lot of times. They are both like front runners for MVP, I would say. This, I believe they use a Nidoking and a Nidoqueen, so let's do Gyarados. Yeah, Gyarados and Chestnut. They're gonna have level up movesets, so they probably don't know any crazy poison moves. We're a pair of wanderers on a journey through Kalos with our trusty Pokemon. One of our favorite pastimes is to battle with the trainers we encounter on our journey. Pokemon are like treasured jewels strewn throughout the land. It's in battle where they truly get a chance to shine. You're challenged by Rangers Fern and Lee. We got Nidoking and Nidoqueen, yeah. I don't know what their abilities are. If it's rivalry, then they get a bit of a damage boost if they hit me with a physical move. But Intimidate also lowers their attack, so... I'm pretty sure Waterfall will just kill. And if not, using Seed Bomb as well should also guarantee it. Yeah, Nidoking's down to Waterfall. Okay, that's Poison Point. Alright, Seed Bomb. How much damage is that? Just over half. Chip Away is not going to do that much. And we can go ahead and just use Waterfall, and that will be the end of Nidoqueen. Cool. Your Pokemon shine more brightly than any jewel I've ever seen. You look like you've been to quite a lot of few places in Kalos. I think I said that wrong. I meant to say quite a few places. Not quite a lot of, anyway. Do have an antidote, so let's use that. Just in case there's any other trainers that I'm not remembering, I'm gonna have Chestnut be in the lead slot, and we'll just run through. Another item. An iron plate. Okay. Alright, anything this way? Another staircase. Oh, there is another trainer. Can't you see I'm working here? What do you have then? Worker Yusuf. A promo pass, okay. Now I'm starting to remember this guy. I think this thing has Zap Cannon, which is kind of funny. It's also 4x weak to fighting. And it has Sturdy. Stone Edge is fine. Alright, take it out. And we'll get the hidden item that's in here. And then I think we'll just use an escape rope to get out of here. I'm not going to backtrack all the way. I better get back to work now. That, I believe, is an area you can only go to after becoming champion. So we're banned. Max Repel. And a Reaper Cloth, okay. Alright, I think that's everything in Terminus Cave, so we've officially done everything I set out to do. At least in terms of backtracking to places. Where do I have an escape rope? Should be, like, probably close to the top, right? Escape rope, where is it? There we go. Alright, we have 7 of these, god dang. Alright, let's use it. And let's head on back. We're gonna actually clear out Route 21, so a place we haven't been to, and get our encounter, and that is pretty much the only other thing I want to do. Because we've been going for a little over 3 hours, so a bit longer of a stream than I thought it would be. I was kind of worried that, you know, because the 8th gym was like really close to where we left off last time, I thought maybe this would be like a quick stream, and I was a little bit worried about that because I don't want to like shortchange anybody watching, but I'm glad it ended up being a little bit longer. Okay. Not much left to do though, so I need to, again, visit the Pokemon Center so we can get a better team for some of the upcoming obstacles in our way. One big Pokemon we're going to add to the team is Goodra. We're going to put that over... I guess we'll put that over Barbaracle. I want to keep Gyarados, Chestnut, Florges for sure. Steelix is never a bad idea to have in the back. Guess we could keep Nidoking as well. Yeah, I think I'm okay with keeping Nidoking. Alright. Yep, we'll just run with this. Okay, let me check items. I need to give something to Goodra. I also think maybe instead of Citrus Berry on Chestnut, let's do like, do you have something that boosts like the power of fighting moves? I think we have that Fist Plate, right? There it is, Fist Plate, yeah. Give that to Chestnut. And do we have something for Goodra? I mean, I could put leftovers on since I have Pixie Plate currently on Florges. That kind of makes sense. You know what else? I also want to put, because I think Gyarados is still holding like a Persian Berry or something. I want to put the Splash Plate we got a while back. Let's put that on Gyarados. Alright, let me check items again. Oh, did I not confirm taking the frozen berry? There you go. Yes. Oh, my bag is full. Oh, shoot. All right, we gotta sell things. Okay, whoops. I actually managed to fill up my whole bag. Oh, wait, actually, no, wait. Oh, it's because okay, I know what happened. It's because I gave myself, like, infinite frozen berries. Let's just discard one. I didn't realize that. I thought my bag actually got full up on items, and I had to... I had to sell stuff, but no, that's not true. Alright. Alright, splash plate. There we go. We are going to want to sell items eventually. Oh, we can do that next stream. Figure out what I want to buy with all the money I have. If there even is anything that I care about. Alright, Route 21. I think I want to have Florges be in the lead because I think the first trainer has like Sableye. And then I think they also have Crustle. But for Crustle we can just switch to Steelix for that. I've been with my Pokemon partner since the very beginning of my journey. You were challenged by Ace Trainer Mireille? I guess that's how you pronounce it? Alright. Alright, and then we're gonna go Moonblast. Goodbye, Sableye. Crustle might have Sturdy. I was thinking originally about trying to set up with Calm Mind, but no. We're just gonna swap straight to Steelix. It's a bug rock type, so I can't really imagine it has anything crazy to hit with. It's gonna use Shell Smash, okay. It's gonna decrease its defenses, but sharply increase attack, special attack, and speed. But with Earthquake, I think we'll be alright. X-Scissor is apparently the best move it has to hit me with, and Rocky Helmet is probably doing just about as much damage as it's doing to me. Alright, X-Scissor again. Steelix is just so god dang bulky, man. I love this guy. My partners have been at my side for every defeat. My partners have always been there for my victories. They have not died yet. Just a bunch of legends right here. Okay, what's the next trainer? We also have to get our encounter from here. I'll do that later. I'll fight all the trainers first, and then we'll worry about that. So it's a double battle. I think this is Vileplume. So we have Sapsipper on Goodra. And I also think it's Wailord, too. I think I'll have Chestnut and Goodra. I think that makes sense. Let's go ahead and do it. A strong Pokemon and a strong trainer come together to form a strong team. It's that simple. Once you've memorized all the Pokemon moves and abilities, victory just comes naturally. Alina and Sean. Alright. Well, with Sapsipper Goodra, Vileplume is pretty much of no threat. I don't believe it has any poison moves or anything. It's a stone evolution, so it doesn't really have a great learn set. Let's go Thunderbolt. I forgot to reorder my moves. My moves are all out of whack. Alright, we're gonna go Seed Bomb and Thunderbolt on Wailord. Alright, never mind. Seed Bomb just gets the kill. I don't know if that crit mattered or not. Wailord does have a decent amount of bulk to it. But Thunderbolt obviously doesn't do much. And it tried to use Stun Spore on Goodra, which is just a complete mistake. Not a good play. I don't really have much to hit Vileplume with, but we'll go Brick Break. And then Dragon Pulse. Is this enough to kill? Not quite. Alright, I guess it really wants to lower my speed. And it can't target Chestnut because I'm a grass type. I'm immune to like powder moves or like, you know, spore moves. And it's just stuck in an infinite loop of powering up my Goodra because it just doesn't understand that Sap Sipper is making me immune to it. Abracadabra, hocus pocus. And we get a bunch of money. Alright. Who's next? I forget. Let's go this way first. Oh, that's a hidden item. Guard spec. We got a strength puzzle. I'm assuming I gotta push it up with me, right? Yes, okay. Alright, so just move this up. Gotta be really strong and push this all the way. Take a long time. A longer time than I thought it would. Okay, we got it. Oh, a veteran trainer. Okay. I think this might be the first veteran trainer we've run into. Maybe? Possibly? So these guys also have custom movesets, and I think this is Hippowdon and Aurorus. So I'm gonna lead with Chestnut. I'm sure Brick Break will kill, especially with the Fist Plate, so yeah, let's just go for this. Among trainers, words are unnecessary, wouldn't you say? Hippowdon, Aurorus, it's battle time. Show them your strength. Aurorus isn't, like, too fast either, right? Probably should have looked this up before. Because I do have plus speed nature on Chestnut, but yeah, we should outrun it. Especially if we have a little bit of a level advantage, which we might have. Sandstream. That's gonna chip me every turn. Let's set up Leech Seed because this thing is gonna be very bulky. Yawn. Okay. Not a big deal. It just means that I'll have to wait a couple of turns before I take it out. I need to make sure I'm not asleep when Aurorus comes out. I'll go Spiky Shield. It's got Earthquake. Probably also has like a rock move or something. Alright, we're gonna fall asleep this turn. We're gonna wake up somewhere between 1 and 3 turns. It's got Protect. I don't know why it would use Protect on the turn I'm guaranteed to be asleep for, but you know, the AI is, you know, they got some crazy strats in AI land. Big brain. Alright, will I wake up on the... Nope. It's gonna be at least another turn. 50-50... God, I can't even speak. 50-50 whether I wake up next turn or the turn after. Alright, we're waking up this turn. Seed Bomb, is that enough to kill? Yes. Okay. We get to level 62. God, Chestnut is leveling up at the speed of light right now. 65 is the cap. We do still have like a bit of leeway, but be a little bit careful, I'm sure. Aurorus is 57, so Brick Break is 4x super effective. It's going to use Protect. So it also knows Protect. Okay. It's only a matter of time, Aurorus. Eventually you gotta take the Brick Break, and that is a lot of damage. Enough to kill. And we have defeated veteran Lewis. You really showed me your strength of body and spirit. Impressive. A whole bunch of money. And there is a house all the way up here. What is this? If you wish, I can teach your Pokemon the strongest dragon type move. Okay, so this is for Draco Meteor. Something to keep in mind. I don't know if I really want Draco Meteor on like Goodra or anything. But I'll think about it. Get a Pearl String. Oh, also no, wait, hold on. No, I didn't update the team. I meant, so... Is the only one I added Goodra over Barbaracle? Yeah. Keep forgetting to do that. My bad. Barbaracle is not actually on the team right now. It's Goodra. Not doing a great job of updating that. Okay. So... Yeah, Goodra, Steelix, Gyarados, Florges, and then... Yeah, okay. Alright. Everyone else is on here. We don't have Surf, do we now? Okay. Still haven't gotten our encounter yet. We'll get it soon. Oh. There's this trainer. I think it's a Chandelure. I think. So I'll have Gyarados be a lead. Oh, he comes up here. I feel like I'm missing something before I can take on Victory Road. Let me battle you and find out what that is. God dang, I don't know what just happened. I got something in my throat. I had to cough. I don't know what the heck just happened. I got like assaulted. You are challenged by Ace Trainer Evan. Alright. Chandelure comes in. Only Pokemon he has. Waterfall should take it out. Okay. Thanks for defeating me. Now I know where I need to improve. Okay. I made him stronger. Oh, we're gonna need Cut. Yeah, we're gonna need Cut. Okay. So let me come back with Linoon. Alright, so we'll do this. I think this is the last trainer up ahead, and there's also a TM over this way. So we'll do both of those things. And then officially, the only challenge left to do... We'll use a Repel just because I don't want to have to go back in my inventory and activate it again. The only thing left to do after this will be Victory Road and then the Elite Four, and we are done. So Linoon, let's put you on over... I don't really think it matters too much. Chestnut is pretty high in level, so for now we'll take him off. I don't want him to get too high. Or he gets way too close to the cap, and then I can't use him for a lot of other fights. That might be, that might require him. Okay, let's head on over back where we were. Cut this. We got a strength puzzle, it looks like. Well, we have to move this way. Okay. Can't push it down, so I'm assuming we gotta do... Put this in the bottom slot. Okay. And that can go to the right. And speaking of, we can push this to the right as well. God, these strength puzzles take a million years. I don't know why they made it like such a long path you have to push them. Or at least make it so that the animation goes quicker. And we need that tree cut because I can't push it any further. Okay, so let's cut this tree. Alright, I think the last trainer has a Tyrantrum. Yeah, here we go. So let's just have Floor just use a Moonblast. With the Pixie Plate, that should definitely be enough to take it out. I've lost track of how long I've been waiting here for my sweetheart to return. I was once an innocent lass, but now I'm all grown up. Oh, this is also a veteran trainer. Veteran Trisha. Okay, Tyrantrum. It is a rock dragon type. But it doesn't have too much special defense, so Moonblast should just delete it. Yeah. Deep down inside, I know that he will never come back to me. Okay. That got personal for some reason. An elixir? Okay, there we go. Surf here. There's an item, I think, over here. It's not the TM, though. The TM was up there, I saw. I think we got to do the strength puzzle in order to get the TM. So we should just have to cut that tree. Yes, use another repel. Gotta cut this tree, and then we gotta push this rock to the right a couple. Oh, hidden item. Right here. Okay. PP up. Might end up using that later. Okay, push this. Alright, one more rock. I just gotta push this up. And then push it to the right. And finally, all this work, and we get the TM for Solar Beam. I don't know if I'm gonna use that one, but sure. Okay. Well, the only thing I have yet to do is get my encounter from Route 21. I've been using a repel on purpose because I'm not going to get my encounter from any grass. I'm actually going to get it from using our fishing rod, and specifically, I'm going to use the newly acquired super rod to do that. So, the only sucky thing is, the Pokemon that you can fish up with the super rod are Poliwhirl, Basculin, and the one that I want, Dratini. We already have Poliwhirl and Basculin, so those are species claused out of the encounter table. So the only one that I can get is Dratini, but that is a 5% chance to happen. So we might be here a little while. We could get it on the first try, though. No, not the first try. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long to get. Okay. Wow. Final Gambit Basculin, huh? So it knows that. Thankfully it doesn't have... How much health... Like, what's its base HP stat? It's not like too high, right? It's like 80? 70, okay. Yeah, if it was any higher than that, we might have actually been in trouble. Okay. I was not aware that Basculin learned Final Gambit at level 50, so that's something to look out for. I think we'll have to switch up our lead to be something quick enough to outrun Basculin. I'm surprised that Floor just didn't outspeed with a 10 level advantage. Alright, well in that case, alright, let's not be stupid here. Let's go back to the Pokemon Center. Let's withdraw something that's fast enough to out... Or, actually, you know what we could do? We can just put a Smoke Ball on. I think we have a Smoke Ball, right? That guarantees the fleeing from combat. I think I've got one. Well, if I do, I don't see it. So far, at least. Okay, then let me go back to the Pokemon Center. I don't need to repel anymore. That would have been a crazy way to lose a run, by the way. If I would have lost a run because of Final Gambit just, like, deleting my Pokemon. Holy crap. Hold on, is anyone holding the Smoke Ball? Oh, Snorlax is. Okay, then let's just put that on 4 just really quick. Snowbell City is one of my favorite Pokemon locations. I mean, it has a really good like aesthetic and really good theme. I like it. You know, honestly, the music here kind of reminds me of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It really does. Has a similar like kind of feel to it. Okay. Anyway. So now we've got Smoke Ball as the item, just in case we run into another Dratini with, or not Dratini, Basculin with a Final Gambit. We're looking for a Dratini, that's why we're here, but it's only a 5% chance, so we might be here for a little while. Especially, I really wish that whenever you use the fishing rod, that it always guaranteed got something on the hook. It's really dumb to me that there's a chance that just nothing bites and then you're just sitting here. The forest place is the only place to obtain Zoroark in all of X and Y for some reason. You can't just catch a wild Zora earlier in the game. Yeah, I don't know. And it's also a 5% chance for that too, so it's just... A lot of the crazy cool Pokemon are hidden behind 5% chances, apparently. Oops. That's not the correct item. Come on! We're guaranteed Dratini, because Poliwhirl and Basculin are already in the box. What do you mean I reeled it in too slow? Oh, whoops. I accidentally took a step up. Let me make sure I have a repel on, so I don't get an encounter. I don't know if I'm going to use Dratini or not, but I would just like to have it, because I think it's probably the best Pokemon available on this route. Oh my goodness. I know I've only gotten like 3 encounters so far, but I'm still pissed. I'm just pissed because fishing sucks in this game. The aim tells me I'm too slow when I think I hit the button right when it said. I've got to hope that RNG is on my side. Oh, god dang it. I don't know why I keep thinking that I have the Super Rod mapped to down. Ultra Sun Ultra Mew is the first Pokemon game where Zoras are easy as balls to obtain. Honestly, yeah, like, especially, like, Zoroark is really good for the Ultra Necrozma fight. Because of its ability, if you disguise it as something that's weak to, like, Psychic, it's an easy way to cheese Ultra Necrozma's AI. So it's a really good Pokemon. Especially for Nuzlocking. Alright. I'm gonna have to look it up after the stream. I want to know how fast that Basculin was. That at level... Oops. Well, that time... I took my hand off the... Okay. Somehow that wasn't too slow, but the other one was. But I'm gonna have to look up like how fast that Basculin had to be to outspeed Florges, because like, that's a 10 level advantage, and I actually have put some like Carbos into my Florges. So that had to have been like extremely fast. I wonder if Winds and Waves will include the thing with Zora being disguised on the overworld that Scarlet and Violet had. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, same thing with like Ditto too. Maybe. Zora returns in the Winds and Waves Pokedex, right? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we have another Dexit on our hands. Alright, what happens first? I find a shiny Basculin or Poliwhirl, or I find a Dratini? So far, I'm liking the odds of finding a shiny. I don't think I've ever actually gotten a shiny on stream before. I've encountered a couple of shinies like off stream with Nuzlocking. I think what are we talking about? I'm too slow. I don't understand. Apparently I gotta click the button within like 2 nanoseconds of the goddamn exclamation point showing up on the screen. But yeah, I think I found like a total of maybe 9 shinies from Nuzlocking off stream, but I've never found one on stream, even though I've done 5 playthroughs. Now granted, Coliseum and XD, finding a shiny in that game is a bit difficult to do. Because I think, what are we talking about? I'm too slow. Getting so goddamn pissed. I already lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was even complaining about anymore. I'm getting so upset. Oh yeah, I think Coliseum and XD like have like another weird way of factoring in whether or not the Pokemon is shiny. I legitimately do not know how fast this game wants me to press the A button. How quickly? I'm getting trolled. I'm getting trolled. There's no way. I would basically have to predict when the goddamn thing shows up. This is just outrageous. Zora wasn't in Legends EA. That's another reason making it the shittiest Pokemon game. I see that you really love Zora. I'm the same way, but for Totodile. A game that doesn't have Totodile in it? Cringe. Cringe. I wonder if this is why fishing finally got removed in Gen 9. Probably, because this is the most infuriating thing in the world. A 5% chance to find Dratini and an 88% chance for the fishing rod to say that you were too slow. I don't know how many encounters we're at the moment. It's got to be more than 10. With every encounter, my rage just increases more. Come on, Dratini, little worm, little blue worm man, or even if it's a pink worm, That would be kind of pretty cool. It's nice that the other mons are dupes, so you can explicitly keep trying for a Dratini. Yeah. That was the whole point. But this, well, actually, I think it might be Dragonair that you get, not Dratini. I think Dratini is if you use the good rod, but both of them have a 5% chance. I just wanted to use the super rod so that it showed up at a higher level, and then I didn't have to grind as much. Or not grind, but like use as many rare candies. Yes, Cinder, I know. Can you just wait? Surely Dratini or Dragonair, whatever. Is it Dragonair? I don't even know. I gotta look it up, but I also gotta be ready to press the A button in a nanosecond if the game asks me to. Alright, looking it up. Route 21. Yeah, it will appear as a Dragonair, so it's actually not Dratini. But it says 5%. And I'm feeling every last percentage of it because god dang, this is just sad. I don't even... Why, when you fish, can it just not have a bite? It's just so stupid. Fishing is making me irrationally mad right now. Come on. Go away, Poliwhirl. We're back to the reeled it in too slow. Could you imagine that one was Dratini? The one that just the game told me I was too slow was the Dratini all along, and then I don't get it, or Dragonair? It probably is. Just, I don't get it, man. Who in the world finds fishing enjoyable? The plan with the stream was to keep going until I did everything I wanted to do, but if this takes too long, we might just have to save it for next stream. I'm hoping it'll show up, because we've been going for almost 4 hours at this point. So by the 4-hour mark, we haven't gotten it yet. We might just have to stop and pick it up later. Come on. Poliwhirl, I'm gonna need you to stop showing up. Don't call me anymore. And if you can, please tell Dragonair I'm looking for him. I'm very worried about him. Nothing seems to be biting. This is how many total encounters we've gotten so far, and none of them have been Dragonair? Probably close to 30 at this point. That sounds right. Masculine, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Another Bastion, of course. Oh my god. This is pain. Absolutely criminal. I mean, just to put it in perspective, right? Basculin is a 30% chance, right? For you to get as your encounter. Finally, Dragonair showed up. I was gonna say, because I've seen like at least 12 Basculins, which, you know, is supposed to appear 6 times as frequently as Dragonair. How have we not seen a single Dragonair? But finally. Alright. So now, the hard part's done, but now we still have to catch it. Let me just look up what Dragonair knows. And then we can go from there. So we've got, it knows Dragon Rush, Aqua Tail, Dragon Tail, and Agility. Does Dragon Tail ends combat, doesn't it? It ends the battle, doesn't it? Now, thankfully, we have a Fairy type. Trying to look. In a wild Pokemon battle with a single wild Pokemon, cause the battle to end if the user level is equal or greater than the target's. Okay. Okay, so then, no. Dragon Tail will fail to end wild Pokemon battles or switch out the opposing trainers Pokemon if the ability has blah blah blah. Okay. So I don't think it would work because the level is lower, it seems. But either way, I mean, we have a Fairy type on the field, so we don't have to worry about it right now. The only move it really has to hit with is Aqua Tail. Yeah, so let's just go Quick Ball here. Aqua Tail would probably do some decent damage, but we should be able to take it pretty well. But we caught it on the first ball, so we don't even have to worry about that. Awesome. Dragonair was caught. So finally, our second to last, or penultimate, encounter of the run is Dragonair. The only other encounter I have not gotten yet, but we'll get this next time, we're not going to worry about it right now, is from Victory Road. A mystical Pokemon that exudes a gentle aura. It is said to have the ability to change the weather. Let's name it Female Dragon. I don't know. I was gonna name it Spyro if it was male, but that's out the window. You know what? Spyro trains... Whoa, what happened? Okay. I don't know what that was. Let's just name it Spyro. And I'm gonna save, because that was scary. Alright. The whole thing just lagged for a second. That was not like your internet or my internet. That was the game just dying for about 2 seconds and then I guess reviving itself. If I would have lost that Dragonair and had to fish it out of the goddamn water again, I actually would have blown up. Alright. Anyway, before I stop, let's just look at what the Dragonair's ability is really quick. It's going to be in box 2. Finally, we're using box 2. It's a brave nature, so plus attack minus speed. I don't think that's too bad, because it should know Dragon Dance, so that's a way to increase attack and speed. And it's got a decent speed tier that after one Dragon Dance, it's probably going to be fast enough. There's also the Floatzel with lax nature, but we're probably not going to use that. I think we've got a pretty good lineup of Pokemon to choose for when it comes to the Elite Four in Champion fights. It's going to be very interesting what I'm going to have to cook up to deal with all of those, but that will be something for future Paul to figure out and for me to not worry about right now for this stream. Regardless, I think this is going to be maybe a shorter stream next time, but it will be the conclusion of this run, whether we win or we lose. We've done everything possible to set up for it. All 8 gym badges have been obtained. We've gotten pretty much every TM other than like the ones we can buy from the shop. I didn't go ahead and get all those because some of them I just don't really see me actually using or really considering to use. But we have everything else. All resources available. It's just time to put up or shut up next time. And hopefully we can get it done. Regardless, thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch, or you're watching the VOD. Thank you to Cute Shaman, Doctor, Nick, her simply best friend, 70, Brett, Bloodless, for all being here. You guys are awesome, fun to talk to, make for a lively chat, and I will see you all for the conclusion of this run next time.